There we are, back at it again. It's been 12 hours since last live stream start, right? Yeah, that's all right. That's good. I like to from here on out, I like to maintain a schedule. Yeah. And the schedule is 1 o'clock p.m. and a.m. Also, hello, viewers. How are you guys doing? I just had a lovely rest. Now, let's get on with it. I wanted to continue with the stream now, but you know what? Let's take a rest for a bit. I like to support artists, and I bought like postcards from such an artist. What was the artist's name again? He sent it to myself. But yeah, I'm gonna do a shout out here. What's the name? Hotarun. That's their Instagram. Hotarun. I'm gonna, although I don't remember the spelling. Let me just keep on remembering this. Hotarun, and it's got 3 U's and 2 N's on Instagram, or as the youngins prefer to say it, IG. Which isn't bad. IG. What's your IG? Apparently, IG is the new cell number. Oh my goodness, I feel so old now. Anyway, let's continue on, shall we? Where we last off, we just finished, opening the secret room, and I got jump scared so bad that I wanted to stop streaming. And then left and right and stuff like that. And then we continued throughout the entire it continued through the secret hallway. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything there. Unfortunately, we put ourselves back in the thing. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue with the Miracle residence. All right, a plate hangs. Let's put on the Okina mask, but nothing seems to change. Oh, what about the pheasant mask?
I place the peasant mask on the frame, but it doesn't seem like the secret door's going to open.
Ooh, I guess we need new stuff.
Single shoe inside.
Okay, let's go to the bedroom. Wait. Oh, the bedroom. Yeah, this is the bedroom.
The moment I enter the room, I hear something from the back. Is that the boombox? I hear the button being pressed once again, and the noise from the tape stops.
Ew.
Taking a look, I see that there's a cassette tape in the boombox. I eject it, and I notice that it's labeled A. Again. We have no choice but to listen. I rewind the tape and press the play button. And immediately, a shuddering voice echoed. More screaming. Girl screaming fills the room, and then it finally goes quiet. We hear silence for a bit, then... It's just your legs. I'm knowledgeable in treatment as well. But now... The man's calm voice is cut off by the tape stopping. I double check to make sure the tape's done and then eject it.
The dang tape ain't.
Just listening to it makes me sick.
Yeah, same. I'm just appalled, honestly. Yeah. An author? And then that's what...
Yeah, seriously. Screams were buried in my ear. Why are just your legs and knowledgeable in the fields of treatment important? Thinking about it, the owner of the mansion, Miraku, was aspiring to be a surgeon. Is the male voice in the tape Miraku?
Most likely. Ugh. They do this like that. Anyway, there's nothing else in here, so let's save. And let's move. Open the door to... This is so much worse.
A doll again. I know this doll wasn't here before.
And so was the other one with the pheasant mask.
I'm starting to be convinced of Rosé's theory about the other miracle residents. Taking a look at the clothes it's wearing, I can see a light stain on the abdomen. Abdomen.
You know what I think? I think she was right. In terms of time, I think that Yakumo Miraku had so many victims throughout his entire career. And, you know, all of these are his victims.
It's wearing girl's clothes. Looks like this doll is a girl too. There's a slight stain near the abdomen. Looking closer, I see that the stain is red. I try to take off the mask, but it feels like it's stuck on really well.
Alright, let's take a look what you need. What's the other scary game you played? I tried streaming Alan Wake. Unfortunately, it was too intensive for the GPU. So the whole thing just gave up and I was left with the other one with PNG jump scare. Gmod? I haven't played that. So far this and Alan Wake and Spirit Hunter Deathmark was there. You play two games. Yeah, they're from the same franchise, which is the one that I'm playing right now is Spirit Hunter NG, and the one before is Spirit Hunter Deathmark. Yeah, you can find that in my playlist on YouTube. But welcome, Jumbo. Welcome. How are you, by the way?
I slowly breathe out and bring my fingertip closer to the stain on the clothes.
Sanguinometry. Kaga.
I'm hearing what sounds like crying again, and from afar, a girl's voice saying,
Why
This time, I hear words I can understand. Cold?
Did she, I mean this doll, say that?
Yeah, I heard it clearly this time. Cold. Mom.
If only there was climate control in here. Tch, like we get that lucky. If there's no solution here, then I guess we'll just have to carry this somewhere.
We're gonna have to carry this one? What about,
Carry the doll.
No, not yet.
I should do this after I've investigated some more places.
Yeah.
Gone to waste. More spots than I expected.
This is the surgery table, huh? Ugh. Anyway, I don't know where I'm gonna have to put her. And I don't think that I can put her outside. Oh, you're back. It's currently switched up with Bond. Want to switch partners? You know what? Sure.
問題ない
Alright, lady. Entered Vsiuv residence. You know what? let me do this with Bond. I don't know why, but I feel like this part should be just Bond.
問題
Also, for some reason, I'm getting chills. Looking at the doll is giving me the heebie-jeebies, especially since the face is super.
Carry the doll. Guess I'll do it. Here we go. I steady myself and carry the doll. It feels heavier than an actual child.
Sorry, but I'll leave this to the young'un. My hip's not exactly what it used to be.
You owe me for this. Alright, now the question is, where should I carry it to? I carry the doll.
You can't. What? You can't investigate while carrying the doll. What about the bedroom? And then set her down.
Entering the bedroom, my eyes immediately shift toward the bed. Those blankets are obviously high quality. I'm sure she won't be cold in that. Alright, there it is. I'll lay it down in the bed in the back. You move the blanket aside.
Sure, I can do that.
Okay, here you go. I lay the doll on the sheets and place the duvet over it.
Well, how's it going? Is it satisfied?
Let me ask her again. I put my fingertip under the blanket. I heard a crying voice again, and that voice. It's no use. She's saying the same thing. Oh wait. I realized that I was overlooking something important. Mom.
Say what now?
I think she wants a mother.
No way that's happening. If you ring both of us dry, wouldn't get a single motherly drop out of us.
You got that right. Well, the doll definitely isn't satisfied. Now what should we do?
Yeah. I was immediately thinking rosé, you know? But I gotta contest, is there anything motherly about Rosé Mulan?
問題ない。
Alright. Well, I gotta do what I have to do. Alright.
The doll seems to want a mother. Hey, Rosé. Sorry. Can you handle this? Rosé grimaces.
But I have an image to uphold.
Sorry, but we really don't have time to care about things like that right now.
I knew it. An image to uphold? Are you serious? Fine, but only because you're my disciple.
I know I'm the one asking you to do this, but what are we supposed to do here?
Essentially, we need the doll to feel some motherly warmth. I think an imitation of breastfeeding would be best.
Wait, seriously? You're going to...
No, I'm not going to actually feed it. I'll just sleep next to it and lull it to sleep, just like mothers do. Here, take this.
Slipping under the blanket next to the doll, Rosé speaks to it as she rubs its head.
Oh, you must have been so scared. It's alright now. Mom's here with you. There's nothing to worry about anymore. The scary dream is over now. Hush now. Go to sleep.
You hear a clack from the mask.
Ikijimak?
Rosé crawls out of the blanket. She's holding onto a dog mask.
It just came off on its own. Maybe this means that the doll has been released from her thoughts.
Now that she mentions it, I remember the mask coming off on its own when they gave the doll fruit. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, and there's this as well. Hand towel.
What's this?
It was wrapped around the doll's mouth. I assume it must have been used as a gag.
Screams I heard in the tape replay themselves in my head.
Sickening.
I pick up the doll from the bed. Rosé helps me put it back in the living room where it was originally.
My goodness. Alright, let's save. I just hope that there isn't another jump scare here.
Cedar plate, thanks for the mud wall.
Dog mask.
Once again,
As expected.
if our working theory is correct, there should be another miracle residence ahead.
That's right. Come on, let's go. Enter the hidden passage. Okay, there's nothing here anymore. No more falling ghosts. Ugh. And here we go again. Here we go.
As we thought, the door in the secret passageway connects to the front entrance of the residence. The entrance doesn't look any different aside from the passageway entrance being closed.
Okay.
You can find a shoe inside. When I enter the room, I hear the sound of someone knocking on the front entrance door. Who's there?
Is it Bond? No, he has a cell phone.
Let's go check just in case. Going outside, Bon is standing around being a good lookout. What? Looking for something? No. Hey, did someone come by just now? What? What are you talking about? I mentioned the sound that I just heard. It kind of felt like someone was delivering mail or something, so I came to check just in case. Well, obviously, nobody's been here. If the knock was that loud, then I would have heard it too.
You didn't hear it?
Nope. Well, considering everything else going on in this place, there must be some sort of reason. Maybe you should take a quick look inside.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Or maybe I should check the mailbox.
Digging around, my hand bumps into something. It's a cassette tape labeled S and the sparkler.
S in the sparkler.
I understand the tape, but why is there a sparkler in here? Looking closer, I see scorch marks on the tip of the firework. Looks like it was lit, but the flame went out before it reached the end.
Well, the obvious answer would be harassment. He probably didn't talk to his neighbors much.
I see.
Let's keep on saving because, you know, we never know when there'd be a scare here and there and giving me the heebie-jeebies. And now it is Tepis.
I put tape S into the boombox. I pressed the play button and let out a sigh. There's a long period of idle sounds, and then a scream with a loud noise. Sounds make me gnaw my lips. I never thought it'd be so stressful just to listen to screams. The girl repeatedly screams, "Give it back." I don't want to imagine what she wants back.
Limbs. Obviously. This guy is a total, I can't. This, even though this is entirely fictional, it's pretty graphic. Yeah, in what it wants to convey.
Soon the scream grew distant, and I hear a man's voice once again.
What do you mean I see? Just one. Oh, okay. Well, it's just one arm. It's not like it'll. It's not like it's gonna regrow, right? Man, I am so angry with this guy.
Let's take our time and cut it while I treat it. The sound cuts off there. I think I finally understand what this man was doing to these girls. It's clear from the other tapes that he's been cutting off the hands and legs of the victims. He's even saying, "While I treat it so."
He's not trying to murder the girls. So he has to have some objective that's making him cut off their arms and legs.
I don't get it. Why in the world would anyone need to cut the arms and legs off of anyone? Obviously, this isn't a question that any sane person can answer. It is met by suffocating silence.
Let's continue investigating. I get the feeling that we are approaching the answer to that question. I know, right? Ugh, darn it. Alright, at this point, there's nothing else, right? So maybe if it's the Okina mask now. Oh, really? There's nothing. Huh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is so creepy. Are you looking behind?
I find another unfamiliar doll sitting in front of the coffee table. Here we go again. Something about this doll immediately jumps out as different. Is this one naked? This doll doesn't seem like it's wearing clothes. And just like the other dolls, there's a red stain on it. Maybe I can hear this doll's voice. Take a deep breath, move my fingertip towards the stain on its back. I hear some sniffling and crying. Then I begin to hear a quiet voice. They never make this easy, do they? I think the voice I heard was saying I want to go to school. But how would I make that wish come true?
ballet flyer. Sailor uniform.
Take out the sailor uniform and put it on the doll.
Uh-huh.
Putting clothes on the doll ends up being a lot tougher than I thought. Working together, the two of us finally managed to put the hands and legs through.
My goodness. A stylist's job is exhausting.
This is probably tougher because this heavy doll isn't helping us at all. I take a step back and look at how it turned out. The ticking of the clock and silence continues to drone on and on. That's weird. Nothing's happening. Is the school uniform not enough?
Well, we didn't take her to school.
Seriously? I don't want to think about taking this doll out of here and taking it to a school. The closest school is pretty far from here.
Well, I'm out of ideas. It'll take me a while to come up with something else.
Looks like Rose has given up. I don't really think that Bon is going to have any ideas, but...
Yeah, I know. You're gonna help me, Bon. And I think this is like a good usage of like switching partners. But how can I say this? It's not no. I could have just, taken the both of them in.
Hey, so, how'd it go in there?
Yeah, switch partners.
Alright.
問題
Alright, let's go ahead and work on this. You're a journalist, you know a lot, right? Man, can you turn around the thingy?
What more can we do to grant this doll's wish of wanting to go to school? Hey, ybck, sit next to her. Huh? What are you talking about, old man? Listen, just shut up and sit down. Also, I'm not Bon from now. From now on, you call me Mr. Bon. You got that?
Huh?
Say what? Though it feels ridiculous. I sit down next to the doll as Bon ordered. Alright, let's review what we learned in our history lesson last time. So, why did Columbus make it to America? ybck, what's the answer? Bon, pretending to be a teacher, calls me like I'm a student in his class. Oh, something about the ocean blue. Right. It's 1492, right? Good. I'm glad you reviewed what you learned. Alright, next question. I'll ask you. What year was the Emancipation Proclamation signed? However, the doll continues to stay silent. It's fine. I guess I can keep this going for a bit. Yo, Mr. Bon, don't you think that question's too difficult for an elementary schooler? Oh, good point. My bad. You're doing a terrible job as a teacher. What'd you say? You runt. That's no way to talk to a teacher. What kind of teacher calls a student a runt? Jeez. That's it. Come here, you little... Oh, you want to fight, you fraud? Then the next moment... Click. With a clack sound, the doll's mask comes off. Hey, did you just see that? No way. All it took was a half-assed act like that? What are you talking about? That was a class lesson no matter how you slice it. I was teaching my butt out there. I'll have you know that I got a teaching license from my college days. I wouldn't trust it. Well, as it happens, you don't count. Anyway, it worked. You should show some more gratitude.
It ain't a monkey mask. Ooh, ah.
Hey, there's something else on the floor. Shining the light out around my feet, I see. Art shoes. I don't know about the shoes, but this mask is probably for... Yep, probably. Let's give it a try.
Thank you, schoolgirl. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's put on the monkey mask.
I'll place the monkey mask on the frame.
That is so creepy though, the way it's hanging on the frame.
It's the same as always. I wonder if that's true for what's up ahead. I feel like Bond was trying to imply something with those words. Let's just be careful and move forward.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I'm getting chills. This is like one of the creepiest ones I've ever had.
Step into the secret passageway and immediately noticed something strange.
I've got to sneeze, but for some reason I can't sneeze.
Hey, is this?
It is a bloody hallway.
The walls are covered in red streaks that look like someone was cleaning off a brush. Is this blood? Yeah. It's time to do your thing. Right. I just finished adjusting my breathing, so I reached toward the section of the bloodstains. Scream shrieks down directly above our heads. It's even more high-pitched than the one at the entrance, and hits me like a lightning bolt. My vision immediately goes white, and all the strength drains from my limbs.
I apologize for that. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I reached for the tissue. Okay. Alright, let me just spray some alcohol on my hands.
I have to move immediately, or I'll die. But do I still have the strength to escape? Warning! Warning! What should I do?
Head to the door in front. What is gonna happen?
I gotta get out of here. You have to run. You ready, Bond? My voice will never be heard over this, so I yank on Bond's hand so we can try to escape. But our knees are shaking so badly. The best we can do is crawl forward. Ugh. I collapse to the ground again. Bond brushes my hand aside. Ugh. Bond's voice doesn't reach me, but I can read lips. Leave me and go. No. I will never do it. Lukewarm liquid gushes out of my ears. My sight rapidly darkens. Screaming recedes into darkness.
Darn. Well, I'm dead. Here's number 13. Hope you like Fridays and 13s. That's It's not even Friday. Or is it Friday? Depending on the time of day, right? Escape using the door behind. I had to fall to the floor. Huh, interesting.
Make our way back somehow.
What? It kind of sounds like a crow, doesn't it? But hey, fetal position seems like the best one right now. Best thing to do.
Do you think?
Yep. Fetal position. Oh, also I forgot to put like, there you go, 14. Fall to the floor. Good. Alright, scene 2. Oh wait, that was survival escape. This isn't the one.
Enough strength to escape. Stall death for even a second longer. I hold my head and fall on top of the big blood stain. Then, is this the memory from the blood? My sanguinometry activates. The screaming voice disappears, and I hear the high-pitched cry of a bird that sounds like it's communicating with others. Is that a crane cry? The friendly cranes were calling out to each other. If that's the clue to stop the sound, then what should I do?
Play my phone ringtone. Oh, darn it. Fine.
There's no way I can scream like that, yanking out my phone and play a random ringtone. But the volume's too low. I can hardly even hear it because the screaming's so loud. It's not working.
Darn it. Alright, well, I'm done. I'm done in. I mean, I didn't. But yeah, let's see. Oh, so I really have to keep on switching, huh? Well, okay. If that's the case, then, I'll have you, I'm gonna need your expertise, Rose. Thank you. Man, this is, okay. Here's the thing. I like the part where you can switch partners, but the thing is, telling me to switch because I can't do anything with my current partner seems like a little you know, railroady in some sense. I mean, definitely I can just choose not to use. I can definitely like ignore it all and yeah, whatever.
Is this blood?
Looks like it. It seems like a situation that calls for your special abilities.
Right. I just finished adjusting my breathing, so I reached toward the section of the bloodstains. A scream shrieks down directly above our heads, and it's even more high-pitched than the one at the entrance.
Alright. Roll like a log till you can't no more. Alright, I'm gonna make Rose scream.
Hey, Rose! I tell Rose to scream through gestures. Scream. Pretend you're a bird. And scream! Looks like my message gets through because Rose rears back and screams. However, I can't hear it at all. I guess this is it. My despair turns to resignation, and then my consciousness leaves me.
She's appeased.
That's all I hear as I slip into darkness. An unknown amount of time passes. Someone's voice brings me back to my senses.
Are you awake, Izumak?
I take a second to gather my senses. Did the screaming stop?
What are you talking about? Yes, it stopped, thanks to your advice. And, well, also thanks to my voice training. I never knew I could scream so loudly.
So that means... I see. So we're saved.
Unfortunately, this is neither heaven nor the river Styx. We're still living out this current life.
As long as I'm alive, I don't care.
Alright, well. Clara. That's good.
Anyway, I look up at the ceiling of the passageway. That scream, it came from directly above us, right?
Yeah, that's what it felt like. I guess that there's a room above here, but it doesn't look like there's a ladder here hidden anywhere.
Hey, are you alright?
Yeah, it's nothing too serious. I just strained my throat from all that screaming.
I watched Rose rubbing her throat. I can tell she has yelled herself raw, which is to be expected after belting out a scream like that.
I never expected that I would have to match a crane's cry with just my voice. Some pieces mimic cranes with a shakuhachi or kokyu, but I've never heard it done vocally.
Shakuhachi is that flute made of bamboo, right? What's a kokyu again?
You're a high schooler, so what's a crude comparison I could give you? It's like a Japanese violin. If you pluck the pulled strings for the bow to make sounds, you pluck the pulled strings to make with the bow to make sounds, so it's very similar to the violin.
I see. I'll keep that in mind.
Yes, please embrace knowledge. I also hope that your desire to learn will be reflected on your next report card. Now, let's get back to investigating.
Yeah, we're still running out of time. Yeah, the miracle residence should be just ahead, right?
True. Well then, let's go.
Yeah. Just as we thought, the secret passage connects to the front entrance of the miracle residence. But the entrance here is an obvious difference to the front entrance from earlier. Hey, look. There are more of those frames.
I see. This is starting to get interesting. Let's get the mask out.
At that moment, the cell phone vibrated. Right, it's almost...
Penny, we're out of time for tonight.
Hey, it's me. Time to get out of there.
Alright, let's go back. This is pretty good for today. Let's go.
Hey, bye. Right back?
Hey, Rose. What's wrong with your voice? What happened? Are you rocking out or something?
Kijima, I'll leave this one to you. You explain how I saved us.
Huh?
We tell him what happened in the mansion, the 3 dolls and 3 tapes, and the screaming in the hidden passageway.
That scream again, huh?
Yes, but this was worse than before. It was trying to kill us.
This may seem rude to Rose, but I'm really glad I didn't go with you. Squawking like a bird just isn't me.
If it was you and me, it'd probably be dead right about now.
And you were. Technically.
Hey, give me a break. I'm not dying an unsatisfying death like that.
Getting back to what we uncovered tonight, those 3 tapes are fascinating. Each one recorded a man dismembering a girl as she screamed and pleaded. What a grotesque hobby.
However, it didn't seem like he was just a sadistic deviant. He sounded pretty calm and saying things like, "I want to make it so you don't die." He also seemed very knowledgeable about what he was doing.
So, it's pretty likely that Miroku's on the tapes. Before he became a children's author, he wanted to be a surgeon. The dots connect.
If I recall, Miroku wrote horror-themed fairy tales. I'm quite curious to see how he tied the dismemberments into his work.
I'm absolutely fine never knowing the answer to that. I've read some of his major works myself, but there wasn't anything as weird as that in them. I don't know about his other books though. Most of his stuff is out of print.
seems to be more likely to find his insanity and inquisitiveness in his minor works than... Gizmak, from what I heard from Bon, your aunt's also a horror novelist.
You don't mean... You want me to ask her about Yakumo Miracle?
She might know some dark tidbits that only someone who traveled the circles would know. We don't know unless we try. See what happens when you ask her casually. You look like you'd do anything so long as I said the word. I'll be expecting a favorable report from you.
Alright, enough chatter for today. Time to split up. Getting called in for questioning would be a real pain.
Alright, it's up to you, Kijimak. Au revoir. Au revoir.
I say goodbye to them and return to Kisoji Station, heading over to the Black Rabbit. I wonder if Aunt Natsumi will be there.
Oh, Akira. What are you doing here at this hour?
Her cheeks are looking kind of reddish, and her eyes are cloudy. She must have had quite a bit to drink.
Not for you. You're underage. Satomi would glare at me from heaven.
I don't want to talk about my mom. I don't have any good memories of my life with my real mother. She was nice enough, but she couldn't hold down a job, so we lived in poverty. Until Amanomi helped me find a part-time job. There were even days when we didn't eat. Anyway, there's something I want to ask you. Do you know an author called Yakumo Miracle?
Huh? Where'd you hear that name?
A friend of mine is interested in him. Thought you might know since you write horror novels.
Oh, is that so? Yes, I know Miroku well. I loved his books when I was younger.
Aunt Natsumi starts talking without me having to lead her much. Probably because she's drunk. Nobody could deny her the right to occasionally drink her pain away for at least a little while.
Miroku used existing fairy tales as motifs to build his own horror books. Did you know? The Grimm's fairy tales originally had some horrible scenes in them. The famous story of Cinderella was no exception. Stepsisters cut their feet to try to make a glass slipper fit.
They cut their own feet?
Yes, that's right. Even if they were doing it to try and marry a prince, it had some serious resolve.
It's probably just a coincidence that she chose that particular example, but after listening to those tapes, it didn't leave me with a good feeling.
When I was a schoolgirl, I was obsessed with Miroku's dark fairy tale series. He put some bold, dark spins of Japanese folk tales, just like the Grimm brothers. His unique settings and descriptions earned him a lot of passionate fans.
He was pretty amazing, huh?
Yes. In some sense, he's a genius. Because they're children's stories, they have an informal style, yet they're so realistic. His descriptions of bone, flesh, and blood were so vivid they sent chills up my spine.
You don't say. Monsieur Miroku knew a ton about bone, flesh, and blood.
Miroku studied medicine before he became an author. I'm sure he was influenced by that.
It's pretty weird for a doctor to become an author.
His family might have pushed him to become a doctor against his wishes. A lot of his relatives are important members of society. He himself hated worldly things like fame and money. Is that enough background on Miroku?
Yeah, that's enough. I didn't think you'd know so much about him.
He was my inspiration to become a horror novelist. But I have to say that Satomi was a much more passionate fan of his than I was. I remember she'd go to great lengths to learn more about him.
My mom was that interested in him. I thought Yakumo Miracle was a total stranger, but now I'm learning that he's surprisingly connected through my aunt and late mother.
We've been talking for a while now. You should get home.
You're gonna stay here long?
Yeah, even if I went home, Omi's not there anyway.
On it soon.
I'm going to lie down in the back. After all, I'll be busy first thing in the morning. Night.
She gets up and walks unsteadily to the inner door, disappearing behind it. I locked the front door of the Black Rabbit and started walking home.
As I stroll down this dark road, I pray that Aunt Natsumi can get some sleep.
And we're back in here. Man, this is so not good. So not cool. The fact that I have to do this all the darn time. Please don't. I was. You know, I was expecting like what was that? I was expecting a D-man ring, you know? But hey, we're still here. We still got that. And we don't have anything else, so let's go. There it is. As I speak of the D-man, and he shall send me a text message. Alright, what do we got? Feed the souls of triplets to the monster that consumes souls. What? Feed the souls of triplets. Nothing inside the mailbox. This is the one.
I search the trash bins by the convenience store. Darn it. Why am I doing this again? Light catches onto something in the trash. That's gotta be it. In each of the trash bins, there are coins mixed in with the trash.
To the monster that consumes souls. Oh! Is it the thingy? This one?
Pineapple fills out and illuminates the underpass.
Let's go and give the 3 coins.
Enter the booth and insert 3 coins into the slot.
3 coins used.
Then, suddenly, the machine whirs to life. Wait, what? The world? Stepping out, I find a card in the picture pickup slot.
I knew it.
I lower my gaze to the writing on the card.
Southeast of Rabbit Island? Southeast of Tokyo, at the end of the Izu Island chain. An island made up of 100 tiny islands isn't on any map. It's called Rabbit Island. Currently uninhabited. The factories and ruins there indicate people had lived there previously. The only residents are numerous rabbits, and it's said that travelers and fishermen who visit are welcomed by them. Upon further investigation, I couldn't find anyone who had visited. When the rumor had spread, or where it came from, official agencies gave me the cold shoulder. Thanks to Mr. K, the investigations has made significant progress in recent years. His family used to supply the military during the war, mostly with antiquities. The only living items, around 10 rabbits, is Mr. K's. The only living items, around 10 rabbits, Mr. K's grandfather raised as a hobby. What the military did with them is unknown, but soon after the war, the family received a request to retrieve them. The letter only had a map with an X marked on the patch of ocean. Mr. K and his grandfather had always thought the rabbits had drowned along with the warship. But I realized something when he showed me the map. That's right, it was the location of the rumored Rabbit Island. Things got strange after that. Mr. K, the ex-detective, and I decided to head to the last of the Izu Islands with some assistance. Now that I think about it, Mr. K had a bad feeling about it, which ended up being proven correct. But I won't tell you the source of his bad feeling for now. The island was indeed there and full of rabbits. We discovered that the place felt frozen in time. Memories of horrific battles remained. Human experiments, cannibalism, atrocities beyond imagination made it a natural Eichmann site. It's slightly different from what you're facing now. A demon. I just got it now. Demon. I'm kidding.
Guess I'll go home.
Also, I just looked up Rabbit Island, and it really is a real thing. It's called Okunoshima. Okunoshima. Oh, Okunoshima. Yeah. Oh my goodness! What was that? Several tapes contain terrifying yell of kill. The little girl kidnapped. Her arms and legs were severed. I want to make sure she won't die, but what does that mean? I heard the scream of the screaming author. Rose screamed back. Would I have died if she hadn't? I think you would have.
Man, I'm tired.
Oh no. It's the screaming author.
Be calling this late.
Moshi moshi.
Hey, who are you? You better cut this out. It's the one from yesterday. Bet I'll be waiting for the call all night then. May as well take a shower first.
You know what? Sure. Let's end the day, and then let's let's take a break.
Speaking of, do I have anything to drink after I get out? I open the fridge and look inside. Nothing. I'll go get something from the vending machine. Closest vending machine is in front of the cemetery.
No, don't. Here's the thing, though, Kijima. Why not just buy something from the convenience store, which is obviously much closer to where you are, you know?
What should I get?
I wonder, what should you get, huh?
A telephone pole has an old light attached to it. Doesn't look like it's been taken care of. The grave's surrounded by weeds.
And I wish I could, like, observe this skyline, but
The light coming from this machine is kind of creepy.
what are you gonna get? Is there, like, something that's gonna happen depending on what I choose? But you know what? Let's go with green tea.
It's a tea with a similar name to one from a certain famous brand.
So it's bootleg.
Buy 2 bottles of green tea. Okay then, time to head back.
Kakuya!
As I turn to go, a warm, damp breeze blows past me. Ugh, that breeze was gross.
Venom.
Nothing on caller ID. Huh. Hello?
And again with a silent call. Probably the same one from earlier. Wonder how it react to silent treatment back. What's this? It sounds familiar. It's TV static, just like what I heard coming from next door yesterday. Wait, why am I hearing this on the phone? Where's this call coming from? An ominous thought pops into my head, as if they sensed it. The call ends abruptly. I better hurry home.
The light's on.
Rushing into my room, I quickly scan to see if anyone's there. There's no one. Guess that call wasn't coming from here after all. Man, I'm exhausted. Time for a quick shower.
Why is the light on though? Didn't you turn it off?
Oh, I forgot to turn that off again. Man, I'm exhausted. What the? It's the neighbor again.
It's not the neighbor.
Hmm?
It's not the neighbor.
Guess I just imagined it.
It did not.
Ah, I feel better now. Time to have a drink. The drink I brought her. I sit on my bed and drink a white green tea.
Why?
Smooth. Very easy to drink.
Is this sponsored? Is this a sponsored drink?
Finally, time to relax. Alright, time to read for a bit.
Why are the
Something's up with this room. Something's out of place.
Yes, there are two things that are out of place actually. One are the curtains. They are open. And two, there's a don't look in there. So, let me just chill for a bit. How's everyone doing? I'm just chilling right now. I've got like chills going up and down my spine. You know? Ugh. Anyway.
Look out the window, but nothing really catches my eye.
Oh, so you're saying that you opened it?
I don't have any business here. Something's written super tiny on here. What does it say?
Don't look. Don't look.
What's this? The writing's creepy enough, but the wallpaper by the words is stained and peeling. Is there something underneath? Did I peel off the wallpaper?
Yes. It's the same silhouette. It's the crane.
What's the stain? That don't look. The voice in the phone said the same thing. Please don't look inside. So, was that shadow we saw at the Miracle Residence?
Oh no. It's gonna say, you looked, you die. Also, let me listen to this because I'm super ready for like a jump scare. And, you know, I'm scared of my heart.
No caller ID again? I'll just reject the call. Not again. The calls won't stop and it's getting on my nerves. I'm pulling out the battery. Turn off my phone and remove the battery.
Oh, okay.
This one too now. Better disconnect this one too. Ignoring the call, I yanked the power cord from the outlet. But the ringing doesn't stop. But I unplugged it. Abruptly the ringing stops, but then the receiver starts to make noise.
Oh no! What the? Ugh! The screaming's the same as what we've heard at the Miracle residence. The instant splitting headache almost knocks me unconscious. It won't last if I can get the voice to stop soon.
Cover it back. Sorry, the phone. Ah!
What if I destroy it? I shuffle over on my hands and knees and smash the phone with my fist. Break.
Break. And it's done. We're safe.
I punched the phone over and over, bearing the pain, and by the time the phone's lost its shape, the screaming's already stopped.
Clear. Wow, poor phone.
Somehow I escaped that screaming. Is it the spirit from the Miracle residence? Nothing else better happen for the rest of the night. Christ is averted. I sunk in a deep breath. Man, am I exhausted. Shoot, I need to rest before I clean this mess. Collapsing onto my bed, I quickly feel my consciousness fading away. I can't keep my eyes open.
You want to save? Yes, I do. Wait, what was that? I saw a silhouette just there.
Sun sets and the meeting time approaches. Vaughn and Rose seem like the type that don't mind making others wait, but hate being kept waiting. I better head out.
Ah, is the mouse again?
Yep, it's here.
Ugh, disgusting.
The whisper comes from somewhere.
It's time for a tale. A man found a poor little birdie. The man wanted to save little birdie. What?
The whispering stops. Cold sweat slides down my cheek and drips off the peak of my chin.
Cold sweats down to the peak.
My breathing remains composed, my heart rate staying pretty steady too. Is it because I made up my mind to do this, or am I just used to all this now? Even I'm not sure which is true. I'll leave the apartment and take a deep breath of fresh air. Tonight, I'm going to put an end to this. I arrive at Kitsoji Station and make my way over to the Black Rabbit. The lights are on inside. Is Aunt Natsumi still there?
It's Rose. Hey, Kijima. I let myself in. My throat's feeling a little better thanks to the meat I had.
I walk in and find Rose in good spirits. Aunt Natsumi's nowhere to be seen. Did you break into the place again?
Alcohol is a salve that heals life's wear and tear. You could even say it's a life companion. You'll understand it when you become an adult.
Hey, so you're both here already. Pour me a glass too, Kijima. I'll make some of your top shelf bourbon. On the rocks, if you please. Now smile. Now that's what I call a customer service. Our lives are on the line again tonight. Indulging in a good drink when facing down that situation's to be expected. So come on, don't keep your customer waiting.
It's going on your tab. I've helped Aunt Natsumi at the bar before, so I know what to do. I go behind the counter and pull a bottle from the back. I put some ice into a rocks glass and pour the dark amber liquid in. A burnt smell wafts up. Vaughn impatiently snatches the glass from me and pounds down the liquor.
That'll put your hair on your chest. So, Kijima, did you get us some info about Miroku?
More or less. I filled them in on everything Aunt Natsumi told me about Yakumo Miroku last night.
I see. It definitely looks like that cruel hobby of his definitely made its way into his work. I'm finding it hard to believe that he'd abduct and kill young girls just for his writing.
Try following the thread of those previous abductions. Over the past few days, 4 girls went missing near the Miracle residence. Half a year ago, a middle school girl named Tsubasa Aoi vanished. She was on her way back from ballet class. She was a pretty girl who people had expected to become a prima donna in the future.
On her way back from ballet class. That means
I keep saying ballet.
Yeah, the recording in on that T-tape is a news clip about Tsubasa Aoi's abduction.
Oh, it really is Tsubasa? Aoi? Tsubasa. And it's not Tsubasa, it's Tu. I see. But they don't have a Tu. So is it actually Tsubasa? Huh. We also found a ballet flyer in the mansion. Could that have been...
Yeah, Tsubasa Aoi was slated to perform in the show advertised in that flyer. I think she was the star of the second act.
Second act was Lac de Caen, Duck Lake.
Yeah, Tsubasa Aoi was going to play the part of the princess who gets turned into a duck. She was apparently really excited for it and put her heart and soul into practicing. She went to the ballet classroom every day and danced barefoot until the sun set.
Then she went missing just before the show she was eagerly awaiting to perform. What a soul-crushing tale.
I'm sure that was devastating for her.
Okay, now, time for the rest. 10 years before that, a girl named Sachi Kirishima disappeared. Then 20 years ago, it was Ai Mishima. And the last one was 30 years ago, Hana Manabe.
You don't have any more info on those 3?
Unfortunately, I couldn't fully investigate them. They're pretty old cases after all. All I know is they were all kids who were in their early teens. Tsubasa Aoi was the only middle schooler, but the other 3 were all in elementary school.
First letters of their names match the tapes. T-S-A-H. The pieces are all starting to fit together. I think we can safely assume that Yakumo Miraku abducted all those girls. Once every 10 years, a young girl around the same age was kidnapped by children's author. Almost some kind of ritual. It really piques one's curiosity.
Miraku must have had some nerve. He kept kidnapping girls right by his house and no one ever put 2 and 2 together.
I'd say it's the opposite, actually. For him, his neighborhood was the safest place to do it. Didn't your mother tell you? Most of Miraku's relatives are famous. Some of them are on the Shinzo Ward Council, or they work somewhere in the government. They probably kept all the heat of Miraku just to make sure they didn't get any blowback.
If people suspected a relative of theirs was a criminal, they could lose their positions. Such is the disgusting state of the world. People really are the worst monsters of all.
For me, scumbags like that are a great business opportunity. Enough of that, though. Time to get to the mansion and put an end to this.
Yeah. I'm expecting you to earn that free drink you just had.
Yeah, I'm planning on it, kid.
I leave the Black Rabbit with 2 tipsy adults in town. They'll probably sober up by the time we get to the Miracle residence. I walk alone down the path that I'm already far too familiar with. Just before I'm inside of the Miracle residence, that horrifying presence appears once again.
Kakuya? Oh, I thought it was Kakuya.
Countless mouths surface and begin crudely laughing.
It's almost the finale of this tale. The birdie becomes a crane and repays the man. Tonkarari, tonkarari, from beyond the door. Those are clues.
However, I don't feel too bent out of shape. I figured it'd come right about now. Hey, you're here. What is it? You don't look too good. Did something happen on the way here? Well, that curse showed up. That time limit you were talking about? Mouths that only you can see appear, right? Sounds crazy to me, but...
Spiritual phenomena that only the affected person can perceive are quite common. Besides, Kijima has his blood nature, you remember? It's not unusual that he would see quite a few things that others can't.
It's supposed to be a death curse, but you don't see two-faced, Kijima. Well, this is the third time it's happened. I think I'm kinda getting used to it. Getting used to it? Seriously?
You really are an interesting child. I've seen so many cursed people, but I've never seen anyone as dauntless as you.
Guess Rose is not the only one here who's fearless. Can't keep up with you two. Jeez. In any case, I don't have much time. This will be settled before the sun rises. I see. Guess it is the third day after all.
We're definitely getting closer to the truth. When it all comes down to it, our main issue
Rose looks up at the window.
is the fact that we haven't gotten there.
We'll get there, no matter what. Come on, let's start.
I'm gonna bring Rose.
問題ない
Alright. We brought Rose. And let's go ahead and save right now. Oh, there it is. Also, let me just say, the silhouette is super familiar. It's him, isn't it? It's Kazuo with the Q, the silhouette, and the save file. Look at that. Look at this disheveled hair. Look at this coat. You know? It's him. It's him. Darn. Alright. Let me take a break for now. I'll just leave it here. But let me just take a break. Just a little quick, quick hydration and stuff like that. And you guys too. Go on and take a break. I'll be back. Here I am once again. Sorry about everything. I just had to like make a drink. And also, nature called. I was actually going to take a little break on the first hour mark, but I guess I got too immersed with the story. And so I just did everything that I could to save off bodily needs. For now. So we're back, and we're currently like probably in the final like stuff for this place. So yeah, since we're here now, might as well do this, right? Finish everything. We have now entered the Miroku residence.
We come to the front entrance of the Miroku residence once again.
There are 3 now.
3 frames. That must mean we're supposed to hang the masks here.
It seems to be the case. But then, the issue becomes where we place each of the masks. Yeah, I know, right? I think that is going to be like examine charm. This probably represents the mask that needs to be set here. Miroku's fairy tale novelist, so this is likely to involve fairy tales. A quintessential Under the Blooming Cherry Tree story would involve a dead body, but none of the masks are of a corpse, and that story by Motojiro Kaji isn't a fairy tale. This must indicate okay. Retribution. It's like the old tale of the crab getting revenge for the mother that was killed. And this one? This probably represents the mask that needs to be set here. But the last could literally refer to anything. If we line up the masks we've found so far, maybe it'll give us an idea. Alright, well... Honestly, I think Tsubasa was the last one. So, that's gonna be something, right? But yeah, dog mask. Why don't we check the other rooms? There's nothing else in here, right? What about in the bedroom? Nothing else here anymore, right? Okay. Yeah, I guess we have to like put it in an order where it has to be under the blooming cherry tree. All these riddles, I don't even know the first thing about them. Well, let's just go do this. T incident report, which is the final one. Oh, last work, old bamboo cutter's dream. So the last one could be the old man mask because old bamboo cutters. You know, the father. So that could be it. What else is there? Several tapes contain terrifying yelling of killer. Alright. Retribution. This one, I just know. It's definitely Okina mask. Oh, really? Huh. Well, if you say so. Under the blooming cherry tree. What can you find under a blooming cherry tree? A dog, a pheasant, a monkey. Let's try it out. Retribution could be the monkey. Oh man, that is the creepiest one. Dog. And this is so creepy, I can't remove it. Monkey. Wow, okay, you really have to be yeah, really have to do everything here, huh? But can't you just replace it? Oh man, the controls are so janky. Well, I really am not like, I really am unfamiliar with all of these, so maybe that's why it's like, you know. How many combinations can we do? So that this is like brute forced, you know? Because at this point, I'm just brute forcing it. And nothing. I'll be honest though, this is really creepy. I am creeped out, like, so much. Especially with all these masks. Like, okay, there you go. Brute forcing everything seems to do the trick. Wow, okay. Uh-huh.
The entrance to the secret passageway opens up once again.
Wonderful. You're quite perceptive.
Oh, it's just lucky. Come on. There's gotta be something pretty important up ahead.
Yeah. Let me just bring back my stuff and we're gonna get back to it, okay? Just give me a couple seconds. Hello, I am back. Let us continue. Let's go. Let's save first, though. Maybe it's not like, maybe I might choose the wrong companion for this. It is possible.
Something appears inside the secret passageway. It's a ladder.
It's finally appeared. The final act is upon us.
It certainly is giving off a dangerous vibe. We better be prepared for anything if we're going to climb it. The door from earlier at the end of the path is gone.
Yeah? Which is why we're gonna have to go do this, right?
Go up,
Go.
and climb up the ladder. I hold my breath as I climb up the ladder, and it was exactly as we figured. The vast attic fills our vision.
I wonder what's behind the sliding door.
Yeah, let's be careful.
Okay, there's no ghosts, nothing, nada.
For some reason, the center feels slightly warm, like there'd been a flame here there recently. An old paper lantern. For some reason, it's not dirty or covered in dust. It even looks as if it's been used recently.
Is that so? Open the door.
I quietly edge over the sliding door, and as extend my hand to open it.
Okay. I am forming theories now. And here's what I think. Okay? The author is obsessed with fairy tales and the grim fairy tales that he made. I think he made his own thing, or he's obsessed with like making ballets or like the animals that he tried making a crane out of, well, a human or humans, and that's how this happened. This spirit is the result of all that, and because it is an amalgamation of so many like body parts, limbs, whichever this spirit was, and I'm guessing it's Tsubasa because she's the most notable one with the ballet and stuff. I think that yeah, she's the spirit, and we're gonna have to deal with that. Anyway,
What the? An odd figure appears as we hear the voice.
is this the screaming author? Open the sliding door. Open it.
I know it's dangerous, but we have to do this. No matter what's lurking behind the door, we can't just turn our backs here. I forcefully open the sliding door in an attempt to rid myself of fear and doubt. It's gone.
There's nothing here. Yeah, there clearly was, and now there's nothing. It's like the ghost stuff, the one with, it's a ghost in this. There's a ghost hiding under the covers, and then when you open it, there's either nothing or it's just a statue, something like that, and it's really creepy when you do it like that. If that were me, I'd bolt right out of here. But then again, I'm no spirit hunter.
That's what it looks like. All we see is a completely empty room. The tummy is steeped in blood. There's a dull antique mirror here. Nothing stands out about it other than the fact that it is so clouding it doesn't reflect well.
Let me save for now. Yep. And then check out The
It's an antique-looking chest. There's a lock on the chest.
It's a pretty old lock. I'll need some special tools to open something like this. That means it's probably faster for us to just look for the key.
Looks like even Rose can't do anything about this right now. But we were about to leave when I noticed a sheet of black paper that was under the crest. What's this?
Labamit Pabule.
Carbon paper.
It's copying paper. Ever hear of the phrase carbon copy? It's used to copy words. Interesting. I don't know anything.
I should be able to see something. I kneel on the tatami and adjust my breathing. I quietly press my palm against the mat. But a mass of jumbled images fills my mind, and I can't tie them to any single image. It seems like this blood doesn't just belong to one person. It's going to be really hard for me to get anything useful out of it.
That is a shame. That is a darn shame. Well, is there anything else? Transfer onto another sheet. Place somehow behind it. Carbon. Yeah, I don't know how to use it either. Also, there's also blood in this one. Oh, I can't do anything about that. There's no blood. Can you look at that? That is blood. Darn. You know what? That's alright.
I can get back to the hidden passage if I climb down the ladder.
Climb down the ladder? Yes. There's nothing else in there, so might as well, right? I hear some shuffling down. Okay. Now that we're outside, I feel a lot more tougher now. But still, though, it's it's pretty scary. It's pretty scary. But you know, I can't even say anything about that. I'm just really happy that I'm outside right now. Okay, let's do this. Is there anything on the left? Nothing. Is there anything on the right? There's a typewriter. Alright.
Sheets of paper are scattered everywhere. Most of them are blank sheets, but there are a few with some sort of title typed onto it. Sati Kanigassen.
Sati Kanigassen? Sounds like it's not to Saru Kanigassen. I'm not familiar with Morocco's works, but maybe the Sati bit could mean something to fans. Alright. Sitakiri Hana. Kobutori Ai. Sitakiri Hana and Kobutori Ai. Sitakiri must refer to Sitakiri Suzume. Kobutori has to be Kobutori Jisa. Hana and Ai certainly are female names to use a reference for those tales, though. Maybe our journalist can shed some light on this. Because, you know, I got a flashlight and he's gonna be my companion, so he can shed some light, you know? Alright.
Sati Kanigassen. Oh. Based on the other, this must be referring to Saru Kanigassen. It also looks like the Tapists prefer Kunrei Shiki romanization.
If they were using the Hepburn style system, TI would be CHI and TU would be TU. But whoever's leaving these puzzle clues behind is obviously using Kunrei Shiki. I bet this trivia will be super useful in your life.
Maybe. You never know. Alright, what about this? Titakeri hana, kobutoru ai.
Sitakari Hana and Kobutori Ai. I'm guessing they refer to Sitakari Suzume and Kobutori Ji-san. Miroku's works are takes on fairy tales, so it makes sense that the titles are references.
Are you sure though? Well,
Black stains all over the keys. Ai. No ongaisi. Blank no ongaisi? Well, we obviously gotta fill in the blank. Seems like a reference to that crane story.
so something fairy tale related that would complete no ongaisi. Well, carbon paper.
Take out the carbon paper from my bag. Can we use this? Bond carefully examines the typewriter.
Well, I think it'll work. You should be able to get some letters if you put it in between the hammers and the paper.
Put the carbon paper into the typewriter to take the place of the ink ribbon.
Okay, so what do I type? That's a question that I would like answered. Anyway. We already use. All right. Hana, ai.
The rust in the keyboard actually seems like it could be dried blood. I'll give it a shot. Feel around the section of the keys that looks particularly dirty. Your coughing sounds. They sound like they're coming from a person that's in pain. I think I've heard this voice before. This voice. Eventually the coughing stops and then, in a firm voice, the voice says something.
Engrave my fairy tale.
Just now, that was him. It's the voice of the man on the tape.
Did you hear something?
Engrave my fairy tale. That's what he said. As I speak the words, the typewriter begins to make sounds on its own.
Is he telling us to type it with this?
That doesn't seem good.
He parts.
No ongaisi. Whoa, what? Japanese crane related word that would complete the title of a fairy tale. Tsuba. Type. TSUBA. B A S type vtuber. Or is it atsuba? No? I wonder. It's definitely something Japanese crane related, but I'm not. But this is like too deep for me. Tsuba? Oh! Tsubasa. Tsubasa! Oh, that was the one. That's the last victim, isn't it? The one with the Swan Lake and stuff. Darn. Okay.
I feel all of it out. Whoa. The keyboard starts clattering on its own again. Even the keys that were stuck fast earlier are now smoothly typing onto the paper. Oh, I think this is what they refer to as psychography. We gawk at it as the paper fills with sentences and rolls out of the typewriter. We pick up the paper and look it over. This is what was written on it. I've failed with many of them in the past. However, I managed to save the fourth birdie. Though it is their role, all birdies have lost all four limbs. It's truly saddening. The fourth birdie wails that it does not want to be seen, and it wants to die. Truly a pity. I shall at least give her wings and transform her from a little birdie to a beautiful crane.
That's messed up, I swear.
If she became a crane, then I'm sure it would show me utmost gratitude. And even if it died, it's all what the typewriter said. Hey, Kijamak. Suddenly, Bond points to the... Take a look at that. What is that? When did it get that way? There's now a bulge in the bed that looks like someone's sleeping in it.
Left the bedroom. We're done here. Hello, bye-bye. Let's save for now and then switch off to Rose. Yep. You know what I think? I think that it would be very very interesting if here in these stuffs, these ones, I think it would be very interesting if Experience made it so that, you know, whenever their character gets freaked out, they get progressively more freaked out in their icons, you know. But you never know. Maybe it's like that in yeah, maybe it's like that in Deathmark 2, but you know, you never know.
Her bed is bulging suspiciously. The bulge is about the size of a grown man lying down sideways.
It smells pretty awful in here.
Yeah. A powerful stench violates our noses. We had been in this room several times before, but it never smelled like it did now.
It smells like something's gone bad. I bet that bulge must be the cause. Well, disciple, take a look underneath.
The smell gets more and more intense as I get closer to the bed, trying to breathe as little as possible. I place my hand at the corner of the blanket end. I pull it back in one motion.
That is so messed up.
What is this? On the bed lies a lump of meat that's covered in rot. The skin of what looks like a head on the pillow seems to be infested with maggots. It looks like the corpse of a man.
So, I guess we know what this, where the author is now. Hey, author. I gotta say, you reaped what you sow. Get it? Because he got so.
Why are there so many arms? The most bizarre thing about the corpse is that there are many arms stapled together. They're all skinny and flexible looking. They must belong to little girls.
Looks like the arms have been embalmed. These must be from the people on the tape.
Rose's words cut off. Why would anyone do this? Did the spirit do this?
That would be my guess. Do you know what that tool next to the corpse is?
It's a tape.
Oh, that's a surgical stapler. It's used to staple up open wounds.
It's for stapling together flesh, you mean?
Yes, you're following. This man might have stapled the arms to his own body, to himself.
Really now? And by no means his own. Or his own. Still though, it's kind of messed up.
I can't bear to look at the freakish corpse any longer, so I covered it and leave the room.
That corpse must be that of Yakumo Miraku. There were white strands of his hair on his head, so it would match his age.
Hang on. If Miroku's here, then who's the screaming author?
Well, it's definitely someone who died in this house and held a powerful grudge. If it's not Miraku, who does that leave?
Tsubasa.
Hearing the word grudge in my mind immediately thinks of the tear-filled screams and the pleas of the girls that were recorded on those tapes. That means I recall the contents of the Tsubasa no Ungaisi that came out of the typewriter earlier. I failed with many of them in the past. However, I managed not to kill the fourth birdie, because I'm sure that even if we were to die, we would be able to die in peace. We haven't found the fourth girl doll, and what the title Tsubasa no Ungaisi indicates, the spirit, must be T, the last girl killed by Miroku. I feel my stomach turn once again. Yet another time it's happened since I entered this place. I'm sure any sane person would feel the same.
Yes, I am very sickened by this man and what he did. He's not right in the head. Obviously, he's not right in the head. But still, pretty disgusting.
But I can't allow myself to look away from it. I have to face the tragic reality. If I can't, then I may as well just embrace my coming death.
Ah, that's right. I'll let you hold on to this. It was next to the pillow where the corpse was.
Rose tosses a small pouch to me. It contains an old key, a syringe with liquid, and an empty medicine bottle.
Obtained old key and syringe.
The label on the bottle says Midazolam.
If I recall correctly, I believe that's a sedative. You probably used it while performing surgery on the girls.
The keys probably goes to the chest in the attic. The size matches with the keyhole. The old chest sitting in the back of the attic that seemed like it was hidden away. It seems like it's finally time to open it.
It's that again. Let's go.
Screams from the mouse pierce my brain.
The tale is reached happily ever after. Don't peek. Please don't look.
I don't have much time left. I gotta go to the attic.
You gotta go to the attic. You gotta go to the attic. And I'm gonna say before you answer, so I can go do my thingy. Alright. Go, don't go. Go, don't go. I climb up the ladder and I go, go, go.
We return to the attic. The paper lantern is emitting a white light. What's going on? The sliding door is now completely open, and I hear what sounds like pained breathing.
What do you mean you pleaded? After clicking my tongue, I walk towards the voice to see what's there. Huh? My whole body is wrapped up in something that comes from overhead. I'm quickly jerked up into the air, and the impact causes me to drop my flashlight. Oh crap, the flashlight. I feel like I'm a bug that's flaming around inside its spider web.
Oh no. You said that right, Rose.
What in the world's going? Rose, you're in my way. Move over.
Sorry. I'm afraid I can't do that. If you haven't noticed, I'm upside down.
I squeeze my head against Rose's body so that I can actually see.
Whoa.
A dark silhouette falls from the ceiling, and its outline began to gradually form. So this is the screaming author. From the front, a scream pierces my mind, and I see stars for a minute. Think, how should I deal with this?
Survival escape.
Once again, I take a deep breath and try to focus my concentration on one point, but I think the fact that I'm all tied up like this is preventing me from fully concentrating. You gotta be kidding me.
Survival escape. Alright. Senate 1.
I have to stop that voice.
Got any ideas?
The wire is stretched very tightly. It feels like it'd cut me if I touched it. It's vibrating considerably. Maybe it's resonating with a scream.
What about this?
I see the screaming author's mouth. That's where the piercing scream is coming from. I can see the torso of the screaming author. It's within reach and looks like a good target. If I can just use something on it.
Anything else? Nothing. Alright, well, I'm gonna use something on the torso. Maybe throw the spray paint?
You can't use spray paint.
Oh. What about the bamboo charcoal? Oh. What about the face? Spray paint? The bamboo charcoal. Oh. I thought we were going to throw something on her. Well, let's take a look. Q tool. There's some liquid in it. The empty bottle found near it had a label of common sedative. Oh, all right. Let's just try and throw this syringe.
The chest. Use the syringe on his chest.
Got it.
Rose thrusts the syringe at the screaming author's abdomen, but an intense scream blasts me at close range.
You got that right. Well,
Filled with sadness, I'd say descend into darkness. I'm dead. And one more.
darn it. Well, let's continue. Kaishiteru. Kaishita You know, I was honestly thinking it would look much worse, but right now, no, it doesn't. Still though, it really is messed up. I'm just glad that there's not any blood and gore. Well, yeah, there aren't any much blood and gore. because if you look at this looks more like an automaton, although the torso definitely looks a little humanish. Nevertheless, brakes. All right. Hard shoes. What about the syringe? Got it. What? Oh, are you serious? Darn it. Okay, fine. I'm dead again. Here's the 17. I honestly don't think that I should keep on trying to brute force this. Alright, well. I've tried these two, so what about this? Vibrating considerably. And it's also making her scream a lot. Maybe a hand towel to dampen the resonation. Also, this clump of stiff hair also, like, you know, does something. I think Rose said that it's for... it's like for a bowstring. Although, I think that would amplify it, don't you think? But it isn't a clump, so maybe... Let me try.
That's right, back of the passage. Rose mimicked a communicating cry. We managed to survive.
Hurry.
Hey, take the clump of stiff hair out of my backpack.
Clump of stiff hair? What on earth would you need that for a time like this?
Stop talking, just hurry up and get it.
Got it. What should I do with it?
Rub it against the wire as hard as you can.
If you say so. Here goes nothing.
Whoa!
Rose straightens the bundle of hair and firmly rubs it on the wire. The hair is being rubbed on the wire. The scream gradually dies down. The screaming author moves a bit, which causes us to move around quite a bit too. In my new position, I can't see what's in front of me once again. On the bright side, the movement also frees up one of my arms. Hey, you alright?
This isn't good. The wire's shifted and now I really can't move anymore.
A voice is coming from above me. Looks like the weight I feel on my back is Rosé.
Oh, it's just this now.
Forcing my head into a position where I can see again, I see the screaming author's bird-like leg. Is it crying?
I can't move. This is on your shoulders.
Not a crane. What does it want me to do?
Well, we obviously have to appease it. And, the thing is, we already know that she doesn't want to be a crane. What is this?
I can see the torso of the screaming author is within reach. And it looks like a good target. If I can just use something on it.
And what about this one?
This creepy looking leg looks like a bird's. Perhaps it's because it notices me looking at its legs. The screaming author gets noisy.
Ballet flame. Lock the con. This is for Tsubasa, right? Young kids, his feet will be painted. And she's going to be a duck, right? Maybe. If I use the spray paint because it said that it's yellow. It's yellow, right? Yeah! Maybe I could use that.
I remember what it was written on the ballet flyer that we found in the bedroom. First act, collection of pieces, ballet others. Second act, Lachte Khan. Please enjoy their energy as they perform adorable colors. If the screaming author is Child T, the girl who was killed last, she must regret how she wasn't able to perform at the recital. Take out the spray paint, reach towards the leg and start spraying.
What are you doing?
Paint the bird like leg yellow. Screaming author looks at its legs and feels like it smiles a bit. The screaming author repositions itself once more. Whoa! I feel like I'm in a blender or a clothes dryer as my world flips upside down. Whoa! I'm all tangled up again. I can only move my leg. And this time I'm upside down.
The wires got looser so I can move now, but I don't think I can make much more of this.
Okay, now that it's it's like this, she kind of definitely looks like bird-like, except for like the mouth.
What's it saying?
What's wrong? Let's hurry up and do something. It'll flip us over again if we dawdle.
I know. Let's do this.
Survival, escape scene, last scene. Oh, okay, it's scene 3, so there's more. Alright, well, what do we got here? The face, the lantern. What is this?
See the fire from the lantern at the tatami mats above my bed. I might be able to reach it.
Burn what, though? Bamboo charcoal? It'll take a while to get it to the light, so it's not... Maybe incense, because bamboo charcoal is going to take a while.
Take the incense from my backpack and light it on fire with a paper lantern.
Lantern? It's a bit far though.
Rose tries to reach the lantern. The incense just can't quite reach the paper lantern. Well, in that case, hey, this is going to hurt a bit, but focus and power through, okay?
It's what exactly are you scheming?
I reply to Rose as a heavy kick to the back with my free leg.
Ow!
The force of the kick is enough to get the incense to touch the lantern's flames. Smoke creeps out of the incense where it touched the fire and it quietly starts to burn.
Did it?
Obtain lit incense.
Alright, I have a fire source now. Just gotta find a spot that'll burn easily.
It shifts again.
The screaming author flaps again, and my world spins around once more.
Oh, look at her. She's really close.
Now I'm basically face to face with it, which makes it seem intentional.
Sugoi indeed, Rose.
Rose is rendered speechless. Screaming author sounds like it's trying to tell us something.
I'm unable to move again.
Hold on, I'll end this.
Burn her. Last scene. Burn her?
Screaming author's face is pretty close. I see his eyes staring at me sadly. Or should I start to finish it off? I can see the screaming author's legs. Looks like they're made of metal.
Okay, what about this one?
I can see the torso. Hurts to see its tattered clothes.
Well, it's the most flammable from out of all of these, you know? So, lit incense?
Rose, pass me that incense.
Try. Just give me a moment.
Okay.
Rose moves around though bound and tries to hand me the lit incense, but I try a bunch of times, but I still can't get it.
It's impossible. Can't reach you.
Guess you have no choice. Throw it to me.
Doesn't work. No hard feelings. Get ready. I'm going to throw it.
With a flick of the wrist, the lit incense gets tossed towards me in an odd arc. If I just sit like this, I won't catch it. Come on, reach. The wire digs deep into my flesh, but I fight through the pain and reach out for it. The incense scorches my fingertips, but I manage to grab hold of it.
Incroyable. Incroyable. Use it too.
This'll do it.
And stab.
I stretch my arm out as far as I can and press the lit incense onto the screaming author.
What? Something wrong?
Just hold on, Isle. The screaming author stares at us quietly, but then it shakes its head slightly and takes a deep breath to scream once again. But just at that moment, its clothes catch fire. The flames engulf them.
She laughing?
Inside the flames, the screaming author kicks its legs almost joyfully, and then falls to ashes on top of the tatami mat. Tatami.
Whoa.
The wires that had held us tight are cut, and we drop pretty roughly.
Well, we're still alive.
Yeah, somehow.
It's gone now.
Like usual, the curse disappears, but wondering how much long this is going to keep happening makes me depressed. I look at the floor where the screaming author fell to the ground, but it had disappeared. Now, there was just a pool of blood in this place.
You'll learn more about little Miss Ami if you use your blood metry on this, correct? Try it quickly now.
Yeah. Getting closer to the pool of blood, I slowly press my fingertip against it.
Much clearer.
I see Ami trapped in a place that seems to be the bathroom. It's the same scene as before. It is now 2 weeks since Ami disappeared, so I'd been worried about her health, but inside the vision, it doesn't look like Ami's any different than when she was taken.
I want to get out. How long do I have to stay in here? Mom, big brother.
Ami groans in a tearful voice with her head drooped down. I hear a high-pitched sound like two hard objects rubbing against each other next to Ami. Ami's entire body lurches up as if she was just hit with an electric shock.
Ami, I came to play with you.
Kakuya appears and gently pets Ami's head. At the same time, a dull arm under her sleeve tightly grips Ami's body, almost as if it was intended to be seen by anyone watching this vision.
Have you gotten used to Kakurio?
Ami seems to be refusing to raise her head to answer Kakuya's question.
Kakurio is a different world. We used to live in the Vsiuv. Here, you won't get hungry or get old. You'll just have to keep playing with Kakuya right here until Kakuya gets bored. If you get bored, will you take me back? No, I won't. I'll break you. Kakuya doesn't like chatting because you reveal secrets. Huh? tell? Who did I tell?
Kakuya must be upset about me saying something about NG, but Ami wouldn't know that I know. Because she doesn't know that I'm watching her like this.
You can relax. I won't break you until I get bored. What do you want to play today? Tag? Hide and seek? Word games? House?
Or what?
Ami,
Seems like you saw her. What did you see?
from what Kakuya said, it sounds like Ami is trapped in a place called Kakuryo.
Kakuryo. She must be talking about that Kakuryo.
What? You know something about it?
Just the dictionary meaning of it. Kakuryo is called Tokoyo. It's a Shinto term for their view of the world. It's what they call the realm of the dead. Put more simply, it's the afterlife. The world of the living where we are, it's Utsushia. Can't be certain that the Kakuryo she was talking to is the one we're referring to.
It's not what I'm interested in. How do I get to Kakuryo?
Unfortunately, I don't know either. Obviously, Bon won't have the slightest inkling. First, we need to ascertain what Kakuya means by Kakuryo.
I now know that Ami is in Kakuryo. Unfortunately, I don't know what or where that is. Am I really powerless to help her?
I know that you're in a hurry to save Ami, Izumak, but we can't do that right now. Let us take the little steps forward that we can.
Alright, fine.
Why don't we open up the chest? That's what we came here for.
Put the key in the lock and lift the lid of the chest. I saw a small, oddly shaped doll in a thick envelope. What? I feel compelled to scoop up the doll.
It's Kakuya.
It's not designed with a girl's head on top of a stringy body. The face is a familiar hairstyle and the hair color. It does a very good job of looking like Kakuya. Why is the doll with Kakuya's face here?
So that's what Kakuya looks like. You know, she's quite adorable looking. She doesn't look like the evil creature we know. But why is this in Miroku's house?
Don't ask me. How should I know? The talk of dolls reminds me of the dolls with the girl's spirits in them that we found. I wonder if there's some sort of bloody source related to this doll too.
Oh, I think I know what why it's here. The author, Yatsubo something, is a victim of Kakuya, and then Kakuya made him do all those weird. Yeah, you know, I'm kind of reaching. Even the author's mind was so like messed up that I can't even. Yeah. Either he's a victim or an accomplice. That's why the Kakuya doll's in there. Or the doll head, at least.
Couldn't help but think this doll is important, so I shove it in my pocket.
Now, the envelope, please.
I opened the envelope at Rosé's request. It contained scratch paper with detailed descriptions of things and some photos of girls. It's a memo left behind by Yakumo Miroku. It looks like he wrote about the girls he killed. But even with this, we still can't figure out why Miroku did such a horrible thing. These photos are... In the photos, I see a girl dancing on the stage wearing a white ballet outfit.
A ballet recital. Oh, that's right. The victim went missing when she
was coming home from ballet practice. I recalled the appearance of the screaming author. Turned into that? What the screaming author actually didn't want us to see. It was probably...
I see. That's why she came up to us here. because it was painful for her to see us compare her with her former self.
Wow.
We leave the burnt-smelling attic, all of us full of dreary feelings. Took you long enough. As much as I want the scoop, patrol's about to start. We should get out of Dodge here now.
There you go. Get out of Dodge.
Let's meet at the Black Rabbit. I'll tell you what happened at the bar.
Sounds good. We managed to survive after all. It's time to celebrate our victory tonight over a good drink.
Part with the other two and head to the station, because they run to the train and managed to reach Kisoji station earlier than they do. Find Aunt Natsumi in the Black Rabbit. She turns to me looking unhappy. Something's off. She's not her usual friendly self.
Perfect timing. I was about to call you.
What's up?
A detective was just here. A lady named Oe. You know her, right?
Oh, wait. Yeah, I remember her. The tall lady, right?
Miss Oe's helping me with Ami's case. She's told me a lot. Like you've been out late at night recently?
I guess that lady detective went and ran her mouth to Aunt Natsumi. Is this her way of trying to pressure me because I was being uncooperative with her?
You're doing something dangerous, aren't you? I can tell from those scratches on your arms.
I look down at my arms and realize that I've got a number of scratches on them.
From the wires. Yeah, there you go.
I must have gotten them when I was being swung around by the screaming author.
You're doing this for Ami, aren't you? You're looking for some girl in a kimono, right? Miss Oe told me what you said when you talked to the police. After Ami suddenly vanished from the bathroom, you met a girl in a kimono, and that girl said she kidnapped Ami, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's just like Miss Oe said. The other police I talked to didn't tell me anything about that. Probably because it sounds so absurd. But why didn't you tell me yourself?
Isn't it obvious? I didn't think you'd believe me either.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have taken you seriously. But I haven't learned anything these past 2 weeks. At this point, your story about her being spirited away is my best lead. Akira, you'll tell me, right?
She looks at me with a burning determination. The desperation of a mother who's lost her child. The persistence to find that child. I can't keep hiding it from her. Okay, I'll tell you everything. Give me a few minutes. I've got some people who are helping me. If they help me explain it, it'll make everything a bit easier to believe. Eventually, Bon and Rose arrive at the bar. After formally introducing Aunt Natsumi to them, we start to talk about everything that's happened. I tell her about Kakuya, our investigations, spirits, Kakuya's game. When I'm unsure how I would explain something, Bon and Rose help me out. Aunt Natsumi listens quietly until the very end, never interrupting.
So that's what happened.
She seems shocked. That's not unexpected. I've actually faced a number of spirits now, and I still wonder if it's all just some nightmare.
I understand if you don't believe our story, but every bit of it is true. Your daughter was kidnapped by this Kakuya doll, and we and Kijima are pursuing it.
I don't want you to get your hopes up for no reason, but at least your daughter's still alive. According to Kijima, people don't get hungry in the realm of the dead.
Realm of the dead, Kakuyo.
She repeats those words to herself quietly. Aunt Natsumi.
I can't say just Natsumi.
Aunt Natsumi, if there's anything at all that makes a connection for you, let us know. We need all the information we can get.
Right. I don't remember it very well, but I think Miraku once wrote a story about the realm of the dead. Oh, Yakumo Miraku again, huh? This guy seems to have quite a few connections to Kakuya. Could it be all a mere coincidence? Fascinating.
When I hear Miroku's name, I remember all the disgusting, grotesque things I saw tonight.
Yeah.
The corpse with girl's arms sewed onto it. That was what became of Yakumo Miroku, the children's author who murdered little girls.
His acts of insanity, the girl's screams are all recorded on those tapes. Wait. Yeah, Natsumi, I want to ask you something. Is Miraku a PDF?
I know. What?
Her eyes go wide at the unexpected question, but I press her again. Was Miraku a piece of crap who got off on tormenting kids?
From what I know of him, he didn't have any hobbies like that. I never heard Satomi mention it either. She was obsessed with him.
Huh. I'm sure he hid this guilty pleasure so that nobody else would find out, but the way Miraku sounded on that tape still bothers me. Can't believe someone who spoke so calmly would be doing something so depraved. Hey Kijima, what's bothering you? You can't explain what we saw there without concluding that the guy was insane. Yeah, I know, but something's bugging me. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't figure out how to put it into words. Anyway, I've got a request for you, Miss Manager. Could you look into that book of Miroku's references to Realm of the Dead? Just in case, you know.
Yes, I'll do my best. Bon, Rosé, I'm putting Ami's fate in your hands.
Aunt Natsumi shudders and breaks down into tears.
He won't let you down, miss. We'll find your daughter. As a reward, we'd like a bottle of blood red Grand Cru. Akira, I'm so sorry. I'm putting you in danger. There's nobody else I can turn to now. Please, save Ami. Thanks.
That was a no-brainer to do that.
The next thing I know, it's already past midnight. We say goodbye to Aunt Natsumi and leave the bar.
You want to save? Of course I do want to save. Ugh. Meow.
Alright, I'm getting out of here. I got a table I need to be at.
Mahjong again? All you ever do is get sharked, so why do you keep falling for it? Are you some kind of findom masochist?
Just because I lost yesterday doesn't mean that I'll lose today. Each match is just luck of the draw, and the draw is gonna be my favor this time.
That sounds like something I'd find in the pamphlet about gambling addiction. You're quite cautious when it comes to your work, but you're completely reckless with your money.
Hey Kijima, if you see Kakuya again, let me know right away. If you try and hide anything from me, I won't let you hear the end of it.
Bond disappears toward the ticket gates.
People like him make me wonder if humanity is really nothing but hopeless fools. But I suppose that being so doggedly flawed is admirable in its own strange way.
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
Fine. I suppose I should have expected that from you. Now would you switch topics that would be more interesting to someone your age? Come on, Keijima. Let's go on a date.
What? I'd rather just get some sleep.
That's the worst response you can give a lady. As your teacher, apparently I need to instruct you in that regard as well as the supernatural.
First off, where do you even want to go? Knowing you, it's not gonna be any place normal like a park or coffee shop.
Oh, are you interested now? Then I'll tell you. The Miroku residence.
Why?
I go back to the Miroku residence with Rose.
Why don't you? Sorry about that. Why don't you just bring the? What do you call that? Why don't you just bring the motorcycle?
On the way, I ask Rose repeatedly why we're going there, but all I get is some lame reply just to take care of some business. Guess I'll just see when I get there for myself. Why do we gotta do this now?
And I like to walking around during the day. I am a creature of the night.
Like she's a Batwoman.
I rise with the setting of the sun and sleep with the rising of the sun.
This sounds like it'd be bad for your health.
When your job involves the supernatural, the type of schedule is surprisingly convenient. Even magicians tend to have more performances at night. Besides, do you really think the daytime suits me?
I imagine Rose walking around in town in a dress with the sun shining brightly everywhere. Yeah, I guess not.
Precisely. I'm glad you've seen the error of your ways. Now then, let's head inside.
Alright, well, what are we gonna do? Where are we going?
So where are we going in here? We're not messing with that corpse, are we?
That is certainly an object of interest, but our business is in the attic.
We pass through the hidden hallway and climb up the old rickety wooden ladder.
Alright, so?
We're back in the attic again. I can still faintly detect the burnt stench.
That's what I'm interested in.
Rosé says, walking up to the mirror. For a while, she runs her finger across it and tries rubbing it, but then she comes straight back to me.
Guess I got my hopes up for nothing. I thought that mirror was a sacred object.
What's that?
Think of it as a special item that holds hidden spiritual powers. I collect such objects. That was actually why I had my eye on the miracle residence in the first place, but...
So that's why you asked Bond to investigate Miroku.
Yeah, pretty much. I heard the Miroku family had something like that, and it fit since they're such an old family. Sadly, that mirror is just an antique. It looks like it used to have spiritual power, but for some reason, it's lost now. Guess there was no option in dragging you out here to carry it.
You brought me here just to be your delivery boy?
And that's not the only reason I brought you here. I want to ask you something. How do I look to you?
What kind of question is that?
Come on, be honest.
A fine woman.
Spoken like a true young man? Well then, I have my answer. Let's get going.
Was there a point to that question?
Yes, it was very important. To me, at least. Anyway, we're done with this moldy place. Let's get out of here, Kinjima.
I think
Shine the flashlight down at our feet as we make our way to the ladder. The blade stain on the floor emerges from the darkness as the light catches it.
What an achingly beautiful shade of scarlet.
By the time we reach the station, the last train has already left. I've got no other choice, so I take a taxi to take me back home. Of course, I have Rosé cover the fare.
okay, so here's the thing. Rosé asked that because because she's actually using illusion magic. Ooh, you know?
When I close the front door, I feel all the energy drain out of me, and I let out a big sigh. This long day is finally over.
Spirit file. Alright, what have we got? Screaming author is gone. How much longer must I fight spirits? Miroku is dead. Found corpse. Who is Yakuma Miroku? Just some lunatic? Why'd he do all that? Roll? Makes no sense. Realm of the dead. That's where Ami is. Yes. Oh, what's this one? Miroku kidnapped and killed many girls. This was to be their role. He disfigured them, then killed them. The 4 girls' names were Ai, Hana, Sachi, and Tsubasa. Young Tsubasa aspired to be a ballerina. Only she got wings and legs from Miroku to become a crane. The crane cried because she didn't want anyone to see her. Very tragic, very tragic. I'll be honest. Alright. Save. We finished that. And now, let's take a shower, shall we? I thought we were going to take a shower.
Don't really feel like taking a shower right now.
What about this one? The mirror, I am looking at myself. The mirror. Nothing's gonna jump out at me, right? Right. Okay, let's go. Sleepy, sleepy. Sleep, sleep, sleep. What do you mean, not yet? Do I need to do something here? Is that it? Do I need to do something here? That's why you want me to, like, check myself out and stuff? Or is it just, you know, something to... I don't know. Well, whatever. Let's go and sleep.
Turn in for tonight?
Yeah.
Collapsing on the bed, I shut my eyes. Those tortures that took place at the Miroku residence. 4 murdered girls plus the killer himself. Yakumo Miroku turned up dead too. What the world was going on in that mansion? I don't know the answer to that yet, but we'll find out soon. My thoughts run away from me before I know it. The sky is bright out. I really should get some sleep.
You want to save? Of course I want to save. It's always yes.
A day passes since the events at the Miroku residence. I waste the day doing nothing until night arrives. Yesterday's events have completely drained me. Samanome.
Hey, it's been a while. Pop's been keeping a strict eye on me, so I didn't have a chance to call. How are things doing? Have you learned anything about Ami?
Yeah, I know where she is, but I've got no clue how to get there.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Give me the details, buddy.
I tell Amanome that Ami's been trapped in the realm of the dead. I include the events at the Miroku residence too.
The realm of the dead, huh? Well, if it isn't the name of a club or a bar, then I don't think I can help you. Supernatural stuff is out of my jurisdiction. Leave that to a specialist.
I got no idea either. Just gotta trust in Bonner Rose. Waiting around is frustrating though.
Yeah, same here. I'm still under house arrest, surrounded by all these filthy gangsters.
What's still going on, huh?
Because of what happened to Maruhashi, you know? Pop's really on guard now. I'll sneak out if I get the chance, though.
Don't be reckless.
I'm not hearing that. I can't let you be the only one who's putting yourself in danger.
Yeah, say whatever you want.
By the way, Hazuki's condition. She's still sleeping. There aren't any irregularities in her brain or body functions, but she just won't wake up.
The coma's Kakuya's doing, and the doctors won't be able to do anything about it. Will Hazuki wake up if I keep going after Kakuya? I just gotta trust what will happen. That's all I can do to help.
Well, I gotta get going. Pops is calling. Talk to you later, Akira.
Amanome sounds the same as ever. It feels like forever ago that he and I would hang out and do stupid stuff together. I wonder if I'll ever live a normal life again. Guess hearing Amanome's voice has relaxed me. I'm suddenly sleepy.
Amanome's voice relaxed you? Am I sensing some...
I might actually be able to sleep now. May as well lie down.
I wouldn't say this is bad, but, yeah, it's not bad. Anyway, go have a lie down.
Time to journey for tonight. A knock comes over by my door.
Let's see. Who's you?
Check the peephole. Look. Looks like no one's there. What was that?
There anyone in here?
I don't feel anyone nearby. Was I just imagining things? Maybe I'm tired.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, just sleep. It's just no one. No one in particular.
Collapsing on the bed, I shut my eyes. I bet it's because I didn't get much sleep yesterday, but I find myself dozing off.
Want to save? Of course. Keep on saving. Keep on saving. Oh.
At night, on my way home from the station, I hear the familiar sound of a flute.
And what have you got for me now?
When I reach the underpass, the sound stops. A chilly breeze is blowing.
There she is.
Good evening, mister. So we meet again. Kakuya is so happy. So happy.
That's what she says, but her voice carries no emotion at all.
You know, mister, I've gotten bored of Ami.
What's that supposed to mean?
All she ever says is that she wants to go home, and she's no good at board games or cat's cradle or playing jacks. She's no fun to play with. Even though her brother's super fun to play with.
You little... How dare you?
Keep playing with Kakuya forever and ever.
Clench my fists in rage at how nonsensical and hopeless the situation is. But my arms won't move an inch, almost like they've been paralyzed.
I thought of the next game already. It's the Killer Peach game. If you don't play, you'll disappear too, mister, and Ami will never come back.
Kakuya melts into the darkness. Darn it. I've got no time to waste. I need to figure out what the realm of the dead is and get Ami out of there. On my way home, I contact Bon and Rose. I ask them about Killer Peach and ask them to look into it. We agree to meet at the Black Rabbit tomorrow night.
I wonder who the ghost was.
Starting tomorrow, I'll be investigating another spirit. Better get some rest.
Alright. I am not gonna try and find some scares now. So that's why I'm just staying here.
Collapsing on the bed, I shut my eyes. Kuya's new game has begun. Killer Peach. That's the next spirit I'm after. But I'm not just up against that spirit. In order to save Ami, I've got to do something about Kakuya too.
Yeah. Save game? Yes, please. Thank you. 8/17, a Tuesday.
During the day, I decide to head to the library, even though that's not really my thing. In the middle of everybody trying to study, I look up Killer Peach, the realm of the dead. All I get to show for my work is a headache. That's what I get for trying to do something I'm bad at. I arrive at the Black Rabbit a bit ahead of time. Doesn't look like Aunt Natsumi's around. She said she'd look into that book by Yakumo Miroku that mentioned the realm of the dead, but she figured something out. I zone out and watch TV until the meeting time. So today's guest is Love and Hero. They got their big break after doing collab with the drama, and they've blown up in a big way. Guess this is some kind of music program. A bunch of idols are dancing around dressed in colorful outfits, unlike Momo's gothic clothes. The pigtailed girl in the center stands out.
There you go. There you go.
Vocalist Ai Kashiwagi's put out a debut solo single that hit 1 million sales. She's truly a modern-day Cinderella. All eyes are watching her to see what she does next. This is so boring. I feel my eyes getting heavy and some yawns creeping up, so I quit watching. I casually glance around the bar I've now become so familiar with. Oh, that's right. I haven't looked over Natsumi's notes yet. Might have written something about the Killer Peach. I head to the bookshelves where her notes are kept. On the way, I notice something on top of a nearby desk.
Labamet Spabule.
Yshqvid. Black postcard that Kakuya sends her victims. What's this postcard doing here? No way. Did Aunt Natsumi pick it up? I have to make sure.
Call her. Yes.
I frantically call her.
Hello? I just got to your...
Aunt Natsumi, listen to me. I found a black postcard on your desk. Where'd you find it?
It was on the ground in front of the bar. I thought someone dropped it, so I picked it up just in case. Anyway, I need to tell you something, Akira. I figured it out. I know.
Know what? You don't mean the realm of the dead?
Yes, exactly. It's part of Miroku's Nagoshi no Gi, the realm of the dead. If that's what it says in the... If what it says in the book is true, Ami is inside the mirror.
Mirror? Normally I'd say how ridiculous that sounds, but after what I saw, what I'd been through, the distorted structure of the Miracle residence, Rose said that curses or grudges can affect time and space. I can't deny the existence of a world in the mirror after having experienced something similar.
I'm going to go save Ami. Please, hurry and join.
Aunt Natsumi?
嘘何なのこれ
Hey, what's going on? She's trying to tell me something, but I'm having trouble trying to make it out. All I hear is her groaning in pain.
Darn you, Kaguya!
The call disconnects. Just before it ends, I think I hear a hard sound as if the phone fell to the floor. What's going on? Something must have happened to Aunt Natsumi, but where is she? Calm down, Akira Kijimak. I'll figure it out if I think it through. Try to remember everything she just told me. She said she figured out where Ami and the realm of the dead are, and that it's in the mirror. To save Ami, she was trying to do something. She must have been close by the mirror that she thinks Ami's been trapped in, which means she's gotta be at
My apartment.
Once I got an idea, I rushed out of the bar.
Why didn't you just call Rose and Bond first, though?
Oh, Natsumi. I dart through the crowd in front of the station and sprint toward the underpass. It shouldn't be that far away, and yet it feels like I'm running for miles.
It's open.
There are lights on in my apartment. I'm sure I locked the door, but... I gave Aunt Natsumi a spare key. Is she inside? Slowly turned the doorknob, quietly opening the door. No way. Aunt Natsumi's collapsed on the kitchen floor. Hey, hang in there.
Why does it look like she's drowned?
Shaking, there's no reply. She has a pulse, but her eyes are lifeless. Saliva dribbles from her half-open mouth. What happened? It doesn't have any visible injuries, but there are scratch marks on the floor, like she clawed at it with her fingernails. She must have been in a lot of pain before fainting.
Kaguya.
Voices. Instinctively touch my face and neck, but nothing's there. And where is it coming from? It can't be. Sorry, Aunt Natsumi. Take off her clothes to confirm the terrible theory I've come up with.
Oh my goodness.
This is terrible. There are mouths all over her body. Why is she... It's obvious. It's because she was trying to save Ami. She kept trying to find Ami, and she finally actually got close to the truth. Kakuya probably didn't like that. She sent a black postcard and took her out. She said Ami was in the mirror. Is Ami somewhere beyond here? But how do I save her? What was Aunt Natsumi trying to do? Are you there, Ami? Of course there was no reply. The only thing reflected in the dull mirror is my own face as usual.
Why didn't you just try and touch it?
Call an ambulance for Aunt Natsumi. It arrives quickly and I get inside to ride along with her. A lot happened after that. I was asked a ton of questions at the hospital, and Aunt Natsumi's parents were notified. It was late at night, and I was now just getting home after finishing everything. Completely missed the meeting. Bon and Rose are probably angry at me. I forgot my cell phone at home, so I couldn't contact anyone. I gotta tell them what happened.
Hey, Kijimak?
Hear a husky voice. The next thing I know, the lady detective Oe appears.
Sorry, but your apartment's off limits. The forensics team's working hard there.
What a pain. Where am I supposed to sleep?
That's a good question. How about the bed at the police station?
What, you suspect me?
Basically, we can't arrest you yet, but you're obviously a suspect. The victim was found collapsed in your apartment, after all. Ami's case, the Kentucky case, and now your mom's case. There's way too much strange stuff going on around you for it to be a coincidence. So I want to hear what's going on, straight from the horse's mouth. Kijima, would you come with me? Got ourselves a pretty cool customer. I think you want to reconsider that attitude. I'll just arrest Seiji Yamanomi instead.
What did you say?
I've got proof that all of you broke into Yamato's shrine. Turns out there's a camera by the boat shack. Amanomi tried to pull some strings with a security company to hide it, but I filled a few strings of my own and got it. It'd be no trouble at all to get a warrant. I think we both know that Amanomi's definitely guilty of some other crimes. No matter what he tries to pull, best believe he's spending the night in a cell. Well, it's your call, sport. What are you gonna do?
Fine. It'd be a pain to find somewhere to sleep at this hour. I'll go with you. Hurry up and get going. I'm tired.
Got a lot of nerve. We're gonna have a ball tonight, punk. Punk. I love that. I miss Andre.
I get into Oe's nearby car and she hauls me down to the Shinza police station. This whole thing seems like Oe's been digging into me on her own. What's she thinking? Why is she doing this? I'll find out tomorrow, whether I want to or not.
Killer Peach has been updated. Ew. Next bird is Killer Peach. Kazuya is getting tired of Ami. Kakuya's getting tired of Ami. Kazuya, what's he gonna do? No time to waste. On Natsumi collapsed. Did Kakuya do this? Ami's inside the mirror. I heard on Natsumi clearly. Nagoshi no Ogi. Apparently, Miraku wrote it. And nothing else. Want to save? Of course I do. 8:18.
Spend a night in the cell. Feel like this is overkill for a minor like me, but she's worried I'll escape or destroy evidence. In other words, I've got my bad habits to blame. Finish off a not half bad breakfast and wait for the questioning to begin. And suddenly, it arrives.
What arrives? Oh, seriously?
A whisper comes from somewhere.
It's time for a tale. Let's go right now. Let's go off to slay the ogres. Forward. Keep moving forward. Crush all the villains.
I don't get it.
The time limit to my death has begun ticking down. Gotta get out of here and start chasing down the killer Peach. Afternoon finally rolls around and it gets around to questioning me.
Whoa.
答えんかい
How?
How long are you gonna stay quiet, huh?
She asked my name and age, described how I found Aunt Natsumi. All stuff she should know already, so I don't really feel like saying anything. You didn't bring me here to ask basic junk like that. Just get to what you want to ask already. I've got stuff to do.
Oh, you do you? Alright, punk. Get ready for the real questions.
Warning. Okay, I'm gonna be in prison.
She's got me on trespassing in Marahashi's case. If I fill her in on everything, I'm just gonna end up stuck in here longer. If I want to get out of here, start making progress, I gotta choose my words carefully. I recall everything I know about O and her personality. Lying or avoiding the question won't work. She also seems oddly interested in the cases I'm involved with. Should keep that in mind as I talk, and I better be sure not to make her angry.
Alright, answer this. Do you have any clue at all why Aunt Natsumi Kijima collapsed?
Supernatural phenomena. I gotta be honest with her, honestly.
おいなめとんか
You think I'm an idiot? That's some kind of joke? Supernatural. That's nonsense.
She asks if that's what she says, but I think I can see her smiling slightly.
Alright, next question. You know I was investigating that case in Kentucky Town, yeah? Were you investigating that case too?
Yes, I was looking into it.
I knew it. I don't think you killed Maruhashi, but you know something, don't you?
Oh, wait, looks at me over in fascination.
You're hiding something important, huh, Kichima? I'm sure it wouldn't take all that much for me to bring all that into the light. I can easily extend your stay here if I feel like it. Either you fess up now or later. But you're not leaving till you come clean. Got it?
It was my fault? No! I shouldn't have done that. Bad.
I knew you were hiding something. We're getting nowhere. That's enough for today. Maybe you'll change your mind after you've been cooped up in that circle a bit longer. We'll pick this back up in 2 days.
Crap, can't wait that long. She's really gonna abandon me here for 2 days. Of course she'll kill me by then. Is there anything I can do?
Strike a deal.
Huh? Why would I need to make a deal? I'll just squeeze the info out of you.
That won't work. You know how stubborn I am. Besides, you can't question me if I'm dead.
Dead? What are you trying to pull?
Just saying, I'll be dead in a couple of days. I've been cursed.
What? Yeah, I've been going there, but I ain't fallen for that cursed mumbo jumbo.
Your mouth is saying one thing, but your eyes are deadly serious, Oe. If you've really been looking into Ami and Kobitaro, then you must have felt it. Some kind of supernatural presence. I'll make a deal with you. If you release me, I'll tell you everything you want to know about that world. But you gotta let me out now.
Hey, Kichimak, if you're lying, I swear, I'll never forgive you. I'll throw you in juvie. You hear?
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Interrogation is over. Once that's done, I'm released from my cell. With the paperwork all sorted, I exit the police station and take a train to Kisoji.
Ooh, kind of different daytime. Wow. Wow.
The summer sun's shining even more brightly than usual. Now that I'm out of immediate danger, adrenaline wears off, and all the exhaustion hits me at once. I wonder how Aunt Natsumi's doing.
She's in stable condition. There's no immediate danger to her. So you don't gotta worry about that for now.
Always been tagging along with me ever since I left the police station. Guess I should have expected that when I said I'd tell her everything I know, but I really don't feel comfortable having a police officer follow me everywhere. She's not conscious yet?
Well, from what the docs told me, she's in a coma.
A coma?
Yeah, they gave her a full checkup, brain and body. We can't figure out why, apparently.
Just like Hazuki. The black postcard. There's no doubt in my mind that Kakuya is behind it all.
Wanna go visit her?
No, not right now. I gotta do something. I got something I gotta do first.
Right. Oh yeah, let me give these back to you.
Oh, he hands me my cell phone and bag. Hey, why'd you have these?
Obviously, I collected them from your house because they were evidence. Might not have logged them, though.
So she swiped them without a warrant. That's a crime, isn't it?
Don't be so bitter. After all, it's better for you that I found them, not the other cops. If they saw your contact history with Mitsuru Maruhashi, it'd still be in lockup. You should be grateful I hid them. There you go. Gratitude's important, you know?
Oh, it's apparently a crooked cop. I'd rather be tailed by a crooked cop than by some hard-headed by-the-book jerk, though. I'm gonna fill her in on everything that's happened. I'll need to find some place quiet. I take Oe back to the Black Rabbit. On my way over, I contact Bon and Rose. I get an earful of questions, but I just promise to fill in the blanks later.
Huh.
When we get to the Black Rabbit, I explain everything to Oe as we wait for Bon and Rose. Ami being kidnapped by some doll named Kakuya, Aunt Natsumi being cursed, the Hiroshima woman, Kumitaro of Kentucky, Screaming Arthur, all the spirit encounters, everyone who helped me, Seiji Yamanome, Kaoru Hazuki, Mitsuru Maruhashi, Naomasa Ban, Isaiah Mulan. Thinking back on it all, a crazy amount of stuff has happened in just 3 weeks' time. It's a darn miracle that I'm still alive.
It's quite the tall tale. I can't say I believe all of it, but nothing contradicts any of the info I got. It explains Ami's strange disappearance and all the inhumane events at Kentucky. It fits too well to just be made up.
Which means it's true, basically.
Spirits, though. I never would have thought weird stuff like that actually existed. Which might mean that case was the spirit's doing, too.
What case? Just then, the bell above the door sounds. Hey, Kijima. I'm amazed you're still walking around after eating the crap they fed you at the station. Sure was a good laugh experience.
Bond's putting on a good show, but he was actually worried about you. He was reciting prayers, and he hasn't even gambled once since yesterday. Now Masa Bond, the journalist, and Rose Milan, the so-called magician. I'm Moe, from the investigation division. Nice to meet you.
From what Kijima said in the film, it sounds like you're interested in strange cases. Since when is your division handled stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm sure that throws up some red flags, but once I tell you about the case, I'm sure it'll all make sense. It's like this. Rumors of Killer Peach. I'm sure you know Moon Tower, that building closest to the station. That skyscraper lit up with a special design. Oh, something weird's happening there. Sorry, a month ago, in the dead of night, on one of the office floors in Moon Tower. This is just the account of an eyewitness. We'll all just call her Miss A for now. One day, Miss A suddenly had some work come up and she had to stay late to finish it. When she finally got done with the stuff that got dropped on her, it was midnight. Obviously, there was no one else around at that time. Or at least that's what Miss A thought as she walked down the supposedly deserted hallway. But then she heard the sound of someone typing in the neighborhood office. She couldn't hear anything else, and the sound of the keyboard echoed across the floor. Miss A felt bad for whoever it was and walked right on over to the door, but Then she thought she heard a weird noise mixed in with the clacking of the keys. It sounded like bare feet walking on the floor. The odd noise started to bug her, so she listened closely. And it wasn't just her imagination, apparently. What's that noise? She asked herself as she peeked into the office. Whoa. There she saw a guy sitting at the computer and a weird figure standing behind him. The face lit up by the glow of the mirror monitor. Looked kinda like a monkey in the darkness. And it had a katana in its hand. Is it katana or katana? It was dark, so she wasn't quite clear, but it seems like the figure noticed her. She was so scared she couldn't make a sound. And the guy was so focused on his work that he didn't notice. The figure walked up to the man as Miss A watched. Swung his katana. It slashed quick as a flash. Wow. The next thing Miss A knew, the monkey-faced figure was gone, and all that was left was the man's corpse. Up to today, 4 people have already been killed. It hasn't made it into the news yet, but some people know about it. The Vsiuv group's been putting the clamps on, though, so none of the details have gotten out.
Vsiuv group. They built Moon Tower, so they're obviously suppressing the news outlets to protect their image.
One of Vsiuv's affiliate companies has a ton of offices in that building. The crimes occurred in one of their offices.
I'm more curious about the monkey-headed continent jerk than the victims. Got any more info on it?
That's the weird part. A bunch of people have seen a figure holding a katana. But none of their statements about the face match up. Some say it was a monkey or a dog or even a pheasant. A monkey, a dog, and a pheasant. That reminds me of the Momotaro fairy tale. I'm sure everyone else is thinking the same thing. That's why they gave the murderer the name Killer Peach.
Hey, hold up. That's the name Kijimok said on the phone the other day.
Yeah, the spirits is part of the next game.
From what you said, these spirits are like ghosts who attack humans, yeah? They're born from strong grudges or regrets held by dead people. So, this Killer Peach is one of them?
Yeah, probably. All the spirits I've encountered so far have been like that.
Oh.
Oh, his face clouds over for a second.
It seems we know where to go next. But Moon Tower is protected by the top-of-the-line security system. It's going to be tough to get inside that place with just my tools. If you're really going to Moon Tower, I'll work something out. I've been issued a guest card key as part of the ongoing investigation. I'll go back to headquarters and borrow it.
Borrow it? Sure, whatever.
After the 4th death, the floor where all the killings happened is locked down. So we won't have to worry about running into employees.
They didn't tape it off until 4 people died. That's pretty shameful.
It ain't the police's fault. It's all Vsiuv. They refused to let us intervene. In fact, I only convinced them to shut down the whole floor just recently. So there haven't been any more victims lately, but...
Sounds like you're hiding something. What's up?
Vsiuv's put pressure on us, so we haven't been able to investigate the scene at all. They keep going on about corporate secrets. They won't let us cart off any company property. Like pencils and erasers are company secrets.
You got frustrated with the situation and took things into your own hands, huh? I like your style. By the way, what about the other floors? Doubt the whole building is off limits.
Since the 1st death, the businesses in Moon Tower have cracked down in all overtime work. They said they cut power to the offices, so there shouldn't be any employees around. That's almost considerate of them. Those cheapskates aren't being nice. They only did it after we chewed them out. They technically agreed to cooperate, but it's really just an order from headquarters.
Perfect. That's the power of the government for you.
Don't underestimate the power of God. Though there's still one more major problem. The camera still has a security system with cameras and card key systems. Fear of God doesn't work on a machine.
Yeah, the government's useless. If we sneak into Moon Tower and just get reported immediately, there'll be no point. Always with us, but this investigation isn't official. If we're caught, we're done for. What should we do?
That's their only option. What are you going on about, old man? Hey, Kijima, just leave it to me, alright? Well, as long as you're for it, you're safe in my hands.
On, what are you plotting? I can't say I'm comfortable with this.
You just look forward to it. We still got time before night falls. I'll settle everything by day.
He smiles confidently, puffs out his chest. He's pretty big to begin with, so it actually has the intended effect.
But I'm a little short in funds. Hey, Kijima, lend me 30,000 yen.
Again, you haven't paid me back my 5,000 yet.
I'll gladly pay that back once my next manuscript payment comes in. Now, work it over.
I reluctantly hand him 30,000 yen. It's a cheap price to pay to get to Moon Tower.
Thanks. Alright, I'm out of here. I should just make it in time for the last race.
Hey, old man, what did you just... On leaves without answering.
You really trust him?
Don't ask me.
It seems the die has already been cast. They say believers will be saved. So maybe we could all try praying. Though I must say that in this case, our savior seems even more unreliable than usual. Anyways, sounds like we'll be heading to Moon Tower tonight. Let's split up for now. I gotta get back to headquarters anyway. No objections from me. Well, see you later tonight.
Yeah, sure. Rose and Oe exit the bar, leaving me all by myself. Can't go home even if I want to, because it's still treated as a crime scene. And even if I did go back, I still have no idea how I'm supposed to get Ami out of the mirror. Maybe I'll find the answer if I can beat the killer Peach and keep chasing after Kakuya.
There it is. Alright. Oe detained me, told her about the spirits, got the rumor about Killer Peach out of her. 4 salarymen butchered at Moon Tower. Sightings of a human figure holding a peculiar katana. But the human is incapable of performing those crimes. Monkey, dog, pheasant. Face different depending on witness. Ew. A few hours pass, and it's now late at night, but Bon hasn't called yet. It's really close now, huh? Versus. Wow, this seems like a really short story.
Countless mouths surface and begin crudely laughing.
It's almost the finale of the tale. One after another, slay all the occurs, not missing one. Yo-ho, heave-ho, yo-ho, heave-ho.
The curse is progressing faster than usual. Is this just Kakuya toying with me, or is there an actual reason for it? A storm of thoughts swirl around in my head. It's really irritating not being able to do anything but just stand around and wait. It's Bon.
Hey, Jamak, everything's ready on my end. Urge to Shinza Station. Get to that one spot where there's a good view of Moon Tower. I'll see you there.
Bon doesn't even let me get in a word before spitting out his message and hanging up. I contact Oe and Rose, then rush out of the Black Rabbit and head home. I grab my motorcycle at my apartment and zip off to Shinza Station.
Hey, Kijima. My, that was fast.
Oh, this is the Moon Tower. Oh, I see.
How'd the Moon Tower thing go?
Hold your horses, kid. I'll explain once everyone's here.
We wait for a while, and Rose and Oe finally arrive.
Bon, you gonna tell us what's going on yet? What exactly are you gonna do about Moon Tower's security system? I'm sure you already know this, but after your little display at the bar, we will accept nothing less than total success.
It's about time. Get a load of this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom.
Suddenly, Moon Tower goes dark.
Oh, it worked. Honestly, I was a bit worried.
What? You did that?
Yep, that's right. One of the Sumi Group security companies is in charge of Moon Tower, but I bribed the guy in charge. The lights are going out. It's a signal that everything is ready.
What? Why didn't you have him call you? Why have the signal be so obvious?
And I paid 3 million yen for this. If I'm blowing that kind of dough in a bribe, it's the least I could ask for.
3 million yen? You got an awful lot of money for someone who's always asking me for cash.
Well, when I hit you up for money, I was totally broke. I had an investment opportunity, though. I got an odd tip for the last race today. It was a nice little 100-to-1 payout. I invested the 30,000 I got from you and turned it into 3 million.
Seriously?
You're insane. You blockhead! 100-to-1 odds? What in the world? What was your plan if you lost?
I had contingency plans. Might have had to sell a kidney or something to cover the funds, but I had options. Besides, I knew that I'd win.
Really? You knew? With odds like that?
Oh, that's right. I remember now. He can never get ahead, but whenever he's down to his last bet, he always finds a way to win. You could say that's the only reason he gambles is for the rush he gets out of those victories.
Talk about pointless.
Quit complaining. I won, didn't I? And that's all that matters here, right? Come on, let's get moving. That bribe only bought us one night.
Wait a second. The guy you bribed isn't going to betray us, is he? I don't trust anyone whose loyalties can be bought.
Why do you have to overthink everything? What do you want to do about it?
Thankfully, we have the luxury of numbers. I want you to go to the security room. Oh wait, what's the security room for that building? On the first floor of the basement, if I recall. The Sumi offices are in the upper part, so they're actually pretty spaced out. I suppose if we split into an office investigation team and a security room team. Well, not a team per se. We probably only need one person in security. The rest can investigate.
Izumak in no way should definitely be on the investigation team. Izumak's because he's Kakui's target, and Oe knows a lot about Killer Peach.
Putting it simply, either Bon or I will wait behind the security room. You decide, Kijima. Can I change, though? That's the question. Can I change who to bring? Anytime. Excusez-moi. I mean, Rose had her time, so I'm gonna go with Bon.
Gotcha. I'll help you out. You're in charge of the security room, Rose.
Understood.
Oh yeah, the guy I bribed told me cell phones will work in the underground security room. So if you want to contact Rose, use the telephone in the hallway. That should let you contact the security room.
Interesting.
When we finish talking, we head to the darkened room tower. When we get to the building, Oe uses her card key and gets us into the back entrance. There's no sign of anyone in the dark elevator hall. It's so quiet you can hear a pin drop.
Oh my goodness. I got spooked. Alright, let me tell you about the plan for the investigation. I want to search the work areas of the 4 victims first. They're all men and employees of the Sumi group. Aside from that, they have nothing in common. The police investigation didn't really come up with anything useful.
No match for a big corporation, huh?
The victims have no previous offenses, so we can't just push forward with the investigation. But we can probably assume they were targeted by Killer Peach for a reason. At least, that's what I'm thinking.
So you want us to look into the stuff that didn't come up during the police investigation?
Got the special power, yeah? Blood metry or whatever you call it. And besides, in cases like these, let's say it's just way easier to search without the hassle of getting a warrant.
That's really not something I want to hear from a police detective say. Honestly, you're worse than a criminal.
How are we supposed to investigate? We glanced at all the elevators. I have no idea which elevator to take.
You've identified where each victim worked. 2 on the 22nd and 2 on the 33rd. The 44th floor is the management. I'd like to look around there too if you can.
OA looks at the elevators on the left.
Unfortunately, the special elevator that goes to that floor has a new fingerprint system. Only registered personnel can use it, so let's save that one for later.
Alright, guess we'll head up then.
Well then, I'll get to the security room as we discussed. But don't cause any trouble for Kijima.
Why is she always singling him out?
Rose takes the elevator to the basement.
Alright, we're done. So, yeah, it's been 3 hours, and I gotta say, it's been fun. But, unfortunately, I've got some stuff to do as well. So, and we just finished the Screaming Otter as well. So, yeah. I'll just have to leave it at that for now. But thank you guys very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. If you like the video, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And if you want to get notified for more live streams, just hit the bell icon. Thank you very much. Also, quick shout out to Jumbo Scorpions. Look at that. It's really nice. It's cool. Anyway, yeah, quick shout out to Jumbo Scorpions for stopping by and letting me know that they're there. But yeah, I'm enjoying this game. I really like it, even though it's scary mode. But yeah, thank you guys very much again, and I will see you in 12 hours or 9 hours. I don't know. I don't know exactly, but I'll see you in 1 p.m. UTC. Bye bye.